Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. You're very welcome along to a live stream. Today, we're going to be taking the new high detail thing for the PMDG 737-800 as we depart out of San Francisco and we're heading up to Paine Field. Yes, we were to do this the other day, but life and family. So we're here tonight to do it, and we're going to be flying with, SayIntentions for this route. And a little bit later on, Brian is going to join us to have a chat about a brand new feature currently in development, and it's pretty cool. And he'll chat about other things that's going on behind the scenes at SayIntentions as well. It's going to be a very interesting cruise, so it is. So I'd like to welcome you all in. Hope you had a great day. The weather here now today, lads, is brutal. You know, 'tis not. Jesus, it's not great. I need to turn off them buttons. It's not great at all. It's 11 degrees here in Tipperary, and it was raining sideways. That's where we're at today. Although they are giving good weather for next week, so we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, I've been looking forward to jumping back into the 7.3, especially now that it's updated and the high detail pack. It looks stunning. It really does. So excited for this one for tonight. San Francisco. I was only here a month and a bit ago, maybe 2 months ago. Huge airport. Very confusing, and they're doing a lot of building here in the real world as well. But it was awesome. We were out. There's like a viewing area. And we were out there looking at a Dauphin from the Coast Guard flying around. It was friggin' deadly. So, yes, fond memories of San Francisco. So, right, that's our plan. Flight level today, as I said, 360. We're up high. And, well, if you'd like to fly along, we're using multiplayer. Come fly with us. And, as I said, we're using SayIntentions for our ATC. And it should be a lot of fun. You might take a Phenom with you, or other aircraft. So, yes. Also, important to note, anyone who has the Phenom, right? If there was issues with VRAM and all the jazz, well, wait till you hear this. Raoul has sent a patch to Microsoft Flight Sim, and they will deploy it today. So this sort of idea when people say, oh yeah, the marketplace is slow, and it's not, really isn't, you know. So between release and then a patch, and it'll be pushed live today. The aircraft only came out yesterday. So that's, oh, the patch is already out. It's already out. So when you have developers saying, you know, they're waiting, or we have to look at these things and say, really? Why is this guy able to do it? And, right, interesting. But anyway, the patch has now been released. Well, it's Raoul. I mean, to be fair, right? He's a genius. But yeah, great news. So what he's managed to do is lower the VRAM usage, and yeah, good news. So hopefully that's all working well for everyone. But you're all very welcome in. It's great to see you. Brilliant. I've been having issues with OBS earlier on. I was trying to get very fancy with gear, and I've been looking into, you know, do I get more gear, or do I, you know, and then I said, oh, hang on now, I wonder if I could just like use a bit of brain power that I don't possess. Onto the old AI gadget, and I said, hey, here's me log, or my logs. Here's me logs. Can you see what's happening? And it came back to me as like, this is what's wrong. I was like, ooh. So I have lots of work now ahead of me to fix it. But anyway, let's see what happens. So who's here in the chat? You're all very welcome in. Currently on the ground, we're on GPU power, and we're still configuring up our FMS. So that's kind of where we're at. And then we'll be looking for clearance, and then we'll see what the crack is. Don't see your log. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, the captain's log. Stardate, he had a curry. Right, anyway, buttons over here, look. Now we're talking. Now we're absolutely trashing. Cracker, you're very welcome aboard. Crafty Tigers is here. Happy Tuesday. Commander Balosh, welcome in, buddy. Who else come in? North Coast Mike is here. Welcome. Rahul, good evening. Airlock Doc is in the house. Peter, welcome in. Yeah, Peter. Good to see you, buddy. 98 Vulcan, a very happy Wednesday morning to you. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce. And Wolfie, Fierce Wolfie. Malky Mac is in the house. Mac Vision is here. Just Roy, a very good evening to you. Roy, I had 10 minutes to check the updates. Very impressive. But we'll give it another blast tomorrow. But great to see so much work. As I was mentioned yesterday, Just Roy, he's working on a couple of different plugins. Terribly smart. One of them will do an export of all your controls, which is great. The other one is looking for any conflicts you might have with payware scenery versus the handcrafted scenery, and it can do other features as well. He's working on it, and you'll see a post over in Discord. Bellbro is here. Good evening. AZ Blue Line is in the chat. Good day to you, sir. DK Funfly, welcome aboard. Mr. TPHI, good day to you. Hope you had a great day in work. Norse Viking is in the house. Cornwolf, a very good evening. Hope all is well. You're looking well. Things are looking very well. Sprockets is here, good evening. Creo, a very warm welcome to County Mayo, where I hope all is well. We're to get good weather in Mayo on Sunday, I think, and Monday. It's supposed to be fantastic. I have a mad busy week. I'm at Gamerfest on Saturday. I'm up early in the morning on Saturday to drive to the RDS in Dublin. And then we're doing a live stream from there. Right, it'll be loads of fun. APU Inspector, 225 streams in a row. Welcome in, my dude. Thank you very much indeed. Tenured is here. Cyrus T, the man of teal, has rambled aboard. Good to see you, Cyrus. Spitfire RAF 100. Good to see you, man. Happy Tuesday. Mrs. TPHI shall be lurking upside down this evening. Good to see you, Mrs. Eamon 1973 is in the house. Good to see you, Eamon. Stu Snape, he says, how are you, Murph? Hope you're well. We're doing very well. Good to see you, Stu. How's that going for you in general? As Stu told me, he sees more of me than his wife. But it's grand, you know. I mean, I'm omnipresent. I'm everywhere, you know. Turn off that thing, your man's on again. Do you know? Idle Cutoff, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. Now, let me see. The Damer Anian, is it? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Now, Rahul says, I've just learned the Cessna 172. Anyone have any plans for the next aircraft I should go for? Ooh. Usually the transition would be single engine and instruments, then multi-engine and instruments, and then transition into the world of business jets. Right, that's kind of the direction. Sunjammer, welcome in. Viper Strike is in the house. Welcome aboard. The Impossible Face. I fear Forza Horizon 6 has taken me. It's taken you, you say. Pete, he says, Murph, can't start me flights with on air. I made too much switches, so I have to wait until the 22nd. Ah, okay. Well, no worries, bud. Tarnish Mossman, good evening. Hope you're well. Now, let me see. Swap21, hola. Mugan is here. A very good evening. It's Beard O'Clock, says Tarnish. You better believe it. Good to see you, bud. Flying Tritz is here. Good evening. Who else? Heisenberg has rambled aboard. Happy Tuesday. Andy Brown is here. A very good day to you, sir. Hope all is well, Andy. You're looking well. Chalks is in the house. Good evening. Uniform Goose. Good day, Goose. Welcome in, buddy. The Boise is here. Now tell me, the Boise, on your Tuesday, what has you... Are you driving? Are you in a hotel somewhere? Are you head first in a sleeping bag trying to open the zip with your toes? Tell us. Papa Justify, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Mountain Man, good to see you. yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Good to see you, man. One Foxy Bingo Gav is in the house. Happy Tuesday. Angry B is here. Welcome aboard. Stick Figure, welcome in. Now, we do have the route, !route, and you'll get the crack with where we're going and what we expect. That's already there for you. And we're on the Southeast Asian server, if you'd like to fly along. Mr. TPHI says, 31 degrees here, sunny but cold front coming in. Tornado warnings. What? Really? Jesus. Danology, thank you very much indeed for the bits. Cheers, buddy. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. My birthday's on Saturday. No, I'm getting older. Yeah, wait, no, I'm still grand. I've entered the 40s club last year, and this is my first step up the ladder. It's all right so far. Starting to get hair in, like, me ears and nose and the rest of me hair. You might notice, you might say, Jesus, Murph, did you get yourself a haircut? I did. Doesn't it look lovely? Takes years off me, I think. Yeah. Don't answer that. But yes, Dan, thank you very much indeed. The Boise, thank you for 45 in a row. Mech Manser, welcome. Where is this now? Buttons. 15 streams. Well done, Goose. Good man yourself. Home Wreckers in the house. Good evening. Now, are you in the sim? The game is down along with many other Xbox games. Oh, really? Oh, dear. For those using Lido maps, it also has a memory leak. It's not an FS Reborn problem. Aha. Let me see. Sadman Tori, a very good evening. You're welcome in. No hoodies for us for another 5 months, says Scott. Is it nice weather with you? Vasco from msfsaddons.com. A very good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. Now, let me see. Buttons. Goal for Bournemouth over Man City. Command Viper keeping us up to date from our pitch side commentator. Yes. Now let me see. Old veteran 7 in a row. The darn thing doesn't seem to know it. You've been here so much. Right. Brilliant. The Maverick Mike is here. Welcome. Alson is in the house. DeRuiter, good evening. Creo says, Murph, don't believe them on the weather. Ask a farmer. Well, that could do. Toto 2495. A very good evening to you and the missus. You're very welcome in. Good to see you. Derek is here. Back in the military on my final exercise, the officer, here's your maps, and whatever you do, Don't do a Bergman. Wait, what? My fellow serviceman said, what did he do? He walked 20 kilometres in the wrong direction. The officer says, do you know Bergman? He's my best friend. We used to be neighbours. He goes, no, you poor soul. And with that, he said, hello, hello, hello. Very good. Right, now, Willow, how much is here? Good evening. Hope all is well. Thank you very much indeed for the bits, Willow. You're very kind. Now, Mrs. Toto is in the chat. Good evening to you, Mrs. Happy Tuesday. I did work out in the garden. Have I pictures? Now, right, Operation Murphy had to do some gardening, right? This will make you laugh. So I had a wall, right? I had a wall that was like covered in hedge. You see that there? Get a good long hair. Look at that now. So that was a wall covered in hedge. And then I, obliterated the hedge. Now, don't mind the shed for the minute. The shed is shagged. I'm still working on it. But I put in stones and patio slabs where an old decking used to be. But the shed looks positively shagged. So I need to unshag the shed and fix it to make it look nice. And I will. At some stage, I'll make that shed look absolutely gorgeous. I'll just wait for a while because it's raining. Yes, it's raining, therefore we can't paint. So it looks like we'll be waiting for 6 to 8 months for a dry day. We'll see what happens. But that's what I've been getting up to. How did I get onto that? Oh, yes. I was chatting to the Totos. You see, it's coming into summertime. Maybe you have some projects at home, or maybe there's some travel coming up. You just wouldn't know. Now, let me see. James the Avgi, good to see you, buddy. Does anyone know how to make a GSX handler script? GSX did get an update, but I'm unsure about the script. Couldn't tell you, but someone might know, right? You're waiting for a Massamam curry from Deliveroo. And do you have like the RENAA as well, or the thumbs? Jesus. Bell bro, getting old, he says. Shh, it's grand. Or Algiers, indeed. Wait till you get to the 70s club, says Flying Trits. Oh yeah. 70's the new 50. Or 50's the new... I don't know. From 40, work back, so you're 39 this year. Wait, what? No, yeah. Oh, work back again. I like that. Yes. RoboProd is here. Good evening. Nutty Taff, welcome aboard. Sir Campsalot, my dude from Angoshlan Nua. You're very welcome in. Let me see. Idle cut off. Good job. Thank you very much indeed. Wait, were you not banned from gardening? Not at all, homewrecker. Please, for the love of God, you didn't hurt yourself. Oh, there was many ouchies. Many ouchies. But we're all right. Is the new kitchen wall? No. Where's this now? I'm on me. Wait. On my shag shed, you're speechless. Wait, what? Derek says, did you see the development update for the Synaptic A220? Yes, it looks very impressive. Very impressive. Is the shed big enough for your new place to be artistic in? Are you trying to say my new creative space? No, it's not. Murph. Who's Murph? Murph says, Mrs. Ferreira is here and she's sending her best regards. Well, a very good evening, Mrs. Ferreira. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day and that Vasco is taking wonderful care of you. Right? Brilliant. I should be like, I don't know, I'd be a good butler, wouldn't I? Welcome in. Good day, sir. Of course. Alfred the butler, or, Murph the butler. I think I'd be good. I think I'd be very good. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Hope you're well. Richie Flies is here. Welcome aboard. You're all very welcome in, lads. It's great to see so many familiar faces. Who's here now? JP over on the tube of you. Good evening. Dave Cleary. Legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Who else come in the door now? Manhat is here. Welcome aboard. Angels15, happy Tuesday. Mr. Anderson himself has rambled in on the red carpet. Welcome in. Mac Michael, good evening. Now, let me see. Altmoores is here. Jason, the rail fan. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. You don't live far from Paine Field. Ooh, nice. Stephen is here. It's your birthday on Friday, turning 53 years young. Well, a very happy upcoming birthday. Good to see you, bud. Sarah Doman is here. Good to see you. Black Sheep Jean. Shh. The master is stalking. Come on, Jean. We'll say nothing. So you manscaped. Wait. Well. Right. Listen. Mud Dog, a very good evening to you. And wow, Carlos Mario, a very good evening. Hope you're well, buddy. And I hope I didn't butcher your name. We'll see what happens. Right. Jazz is here as well. Good evening. Hope you're well. And but now, bit hard to tug the forelock with the head of hair, though. I've a grand head of hair. I've a glorious mane, so it is. A glorious mane. Right, lads, we need to get ourselves up and running here. So, Did you like that transition? That cost a fortune. Right. Oh, Jesus. Now, right. So we're going to be getting this aircraft configured, and we're going to be flying with SayIntentions, providing ATC coverage, and also some new features. Very excited about this because SayIntentions, we'll be chatting to Brian in a while, but apart from all the stuff that they have deployed and the stuff that they're tweaking and fixing and making more efficient and better, well, they also kind of think on, what can we do here that people could use? What could we add to our platform that people would find handy? And that's kind of the conversation we're going to have with Brian in a little bit, because they're thinking about us. Wouldn't this be handy? Wouldn't it be great if you could do this with that? That's their thinking, and it's so incredible to kind of, you know, when you're talking to guys who are on that level of thought, right? So it's going to be very exciting now. Sumner, good evening. Flyboy Dyer's in the house. Welcome in. Who else now? Joseph Trent, good evening. Sim Guy is here. Lads, you're all very welcome aboard. Dazati Arab, the man who has a entire flight deck in his house. Custom built. Daz, it's good to see you, buddy. Loving those pictures, man. Daz, can I go over to your house after school on Thursday or something? You know, I'm just having a go of it. Can I play with your toys? It looks amazing. It really, really does. So, let us see. We're going to press some buttons here. And before we get going, we're going to bring up some Navigraph. So, our planned departure, runway 28 left. We're on the, is it the Sinatra 2 departure? And Dougal said, use that one, Murph, it's nicer. I said, very good. And from there, we're going to be climbing up to our final step climb of about flight level 360. Then, our approach will bring us in towards Seattle, and we're aiming for Paine Field. Now, there's no DME, I believe, so we'll need to keep an eye on it. Fish fingers and beans for dinner. Huzzah! Brilliant. Brilliant. So we'll keep an eye on what we're doing up here later on. It's about a 2-hour hike from start to finish, give or take. And we're going to be passing over some breathtaking scenery. This entire route we did many years ago. What was it called? The Starlight Express. Do you remember? The Coast Starlight. We did that as a Monday night series. Now, we were closer to the coast, but effectively it followed a railway. Our route is not too far from that, what we're doing today. So we're going to have a beautiful mix of mountainous terrain on our right, and we should be able to see the coast. We should be able to see the coast out on our left-hand side once we get up to cruise, right? Hope you don't have a pain in the field. I'm telling you now. Zybok Doc is here calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. You're welcome aboard. So we'll have a quick look at where we're situated. We're currently down on stand Charlie 4, which is just here at Terminal 1. And we know that the, what did we say? It was going to be 28 left. So taxi is not going to be too far. We'll probably ramble, well, we'll be told by ATC. I'm expecting Alpha, Lima and that way, or they might just send us across both runways. We'll wait and see what happens. So we need to call for clearance and get all the jazz done and dusted. You do know it's far away from the coast. Yeah, we should see it though at altitude, you know. Shane Chats is here. Good day, Shane. Thank you very much indeed for the follow, buddy. Welcome in, welcome in. By the way, lads, if you're watching today's stream, if you're on Twitch and it's gone vertical, if you're on your phone, you can tap the screen and change it to classic, or if you turn your phone, it goes back to the normal. Otherwise, you'll be enjoying us here on a vertical stream, which shows off, well, me, the screen, and, well, the hardware that we have. So tonight we're using the wind control panel for autopilot, I think it's called. Basically the Boeing MCP. That's what we're using, right? So let's see what happens. Janie, buttons have been pressed at an alarming rate. Home Record with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Insane support. Thank you very, very much. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Home Wrecker, well, do be sure to say thank you. Even though he's from Cork. Ryan says, I'm on SayIntentions and they've changed it to 10 left for departure. Interesting. Let's see what they say. We'll look for our clearance, and if they change the runways, well, that's what happens in real world. If it's the case, we can tell SayIntentions what weather source to read. They can read it directly from the sim. They can also use Navigraph, which means they can read SimBrief as well. So we have a lot of options. All right. So before I go any further with our departure and arrival and all this jazz, I think the safest thing to do is going to be call up and look for our clearance. So clearance delivery into San Fran. It's going to be 118.2. We'll come on down here. 118.2 is dialed in, and let's have a listen to see what they are going to tell us. Oh wait, I need the ATIS before I go.
EHO.11. Altimeter 3003. Density altitude 500 feet.
We'll have a listen.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Information Lima.
San Francisco International Airport, information Lima. 1756 Zulu. Arriving runways 19 right, 10 left, 10 right. Departing runways 10 left, 10 right.
Okay, we better go in and change our flight plan. Let me see, edit the flight. So they're giving us the 10s now for departure. So let's go in here and change this. Runway 10 left. It's going to give us the City 3 departure. So let's go ahead, generate. Flipper Ally, good to see it. No, it'll do it on Twitch as well, Tarnish. It'll do it on Twitch as well. Flipper Ally, I hope you're well, buddy. All right, not a big to do. So we have a slight change to our flight plan. I'll update the routing for you, lads. So it's going to be the City 3 departure. And let's come back here. We're going to refile this now. Refile with SayIntentions. Your flight plan has been sane. Thank you very much. And let me just update the bot so we have the correct route. There's not much of a change, to be fair. We're just going the opposite direction to start off, but that's fine. With SayIntentions then, I might just select new flight and we'll see what happens now. Right, this is all terribly interesting. So, let me see. Flows, we'll call our clearance first. So, the ATIS, information Lima.
Right.
Information
Departing
Mike.
runways 10 left, 10 right.
Okay, so information Mike. So we'll give him a shout and see what happens. San Francisco, a very good afternoon. Firefly 235. We're a Boeing 737. Stand Charlie 4. Information Mike. Request IF4 clearance. Sean Game, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Roger. Unload. And then import from SimBrief. And then horse in the new one. And we'll do the same over here.
Firefly 235 cleared to Snohomish via the City 3 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.9 or squawk 7463. Expect runway 10 left.
Is that Snohomish? Is that correct? Snohomish? Is that another name for where we're going? Paine Field, is it? Let's find out. Clear to Snohomish via the City 3 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.9, squawk 7463, and we will expect runway 10 left. Firefly 235. Riot. Unload. Import.
Firefly 235, feedback correct. Contact ground on 121.8 when ready.
Roger, we will contact ground on 121.8 for Firefly 235. Excellent. All right, we have a bit of work here to do, so let me see. Let's have a quick look at our procedure here, just so I know, because I haven't a clue what we're doing. The City 3, it's an RNAV departure, so it's going to be a left turn, 5,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and watch our speed.
on behalf of Firefly Air and the entire crew, my name is Elise Laurent. We are delighted to welcome you aboard Flight 235, departing from San Francisco International Airport and heading to Snohomish County Airport.
Excellent.
Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand
7463
luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you require any assistance, do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew.
Okay.
Thank you for choosing Firefly.
United 263, push and start approved. Tail east.
All right, let's go ahead and get some pumps turned on here. We will fire up this APU. Flying with a bagel, good to see it. Straight out, Murph, then left. The left turn was 19. Oh, beg your pardon. Sorry. Yes. Straight out and then hang a left. Roger. Right, let me see. APU, let's give some life into this. There are my taxi lights. APU coming up. There we go. And we'll put in our... It's 340. I thought it was 360. We'll go 340. And we'll worry about the rest here now in a moment. APU is making sounds. I shall say this only once.
Ground Delta 2078 is gate Charlie 7, ready for taxi to runway 10 left.
That's awesome. So the other ATC you're listening to, that's being all powered up from SayIntentions pilots as well, which is awesome. Is there a way to change the name of the color tags from white to black? Not by default, I don't think. No, I don't think so. You can use something like flow. That'll do it.
Ground, runway 10 left taxi via 5 Bravo Alpha.
Right, let me see. APU is now doing its stuff. We'll go APU bleed on here now in a moment. Then we'll get the buses on. So APU bleed coming on. APU generators coming on.
5.
Ground power disconnect.
Bravo Alpha.
And we'll go to ground connections. We're going to remove ground power. We're going to come back into our electronic flight bag. We're going to re-request that information. We should be good. Now, so that's all looking good here. We can activate this now. Execute. So we're going to go to route copy or performance initialization. Let's go to our departure and arrival. So we're departing on the City 3, and it's what they say, 10 left, isn't it? So 10 left is where we're blasting off from. Is there a transition after that? I don't believe so. We'll go back in here to our arrival. We're planning...
Firefly 146, stand Charlie 10, requesting pushback and start.
I love hearing that. We're on the Alm 2.
Firefly 146, push and start approved, tail west.
And we're coming in from the Alm VOR, and it's going to be runway 16 right. ILS 16 right. Is it Y or Z? I always forget about it. Oh, it's a transition. All right, okay.
Firefly 146, push and start
there we go.
approved, tail west.
Index, departure, and we're going to go from the that and that out of SFO. Cheers, Malky. Speaking of the 737, just about to finish a review of the Rosefire overhead panel. Ooh, some weird stuff there. Really? Okay. Yeah, we checked out their A107, the Airbus one, the other day. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Right, that looks good there. Now we're going to go back and go to our performance. And from here, we'll configure it over in our EFB. So from here, we're going to go to our performance tool, and we're going to import this from our flight plan. Import. Where aren't we getting this? Runway ID is going to be 10 left. Lovely. Import and import the weather. That's all looking good, and we're going to calculate that. So here we can see V1, 145, 146, 147. 3,000 feet is our initial climb. Flight directors are on. I forget I'm using this gadget here in front of me. And we'll go ahead and put some speeds in here as well, just in our initial blast off. About 200 or so will do me lovely. We'll also have weather coming on in a moment. So let me see, 0 fuel weight, go ahead and populate. Planned fuel is 18.9 on board, 18.9. And we'll go reserves 0. Cost index for today's flight, according to our brief of sim, is going to be that of 80. That's our cost index. Cruise wind along the way is going to be 342 at 49. 342 at 49. That goes into this area here. Top of climb 342 at 49. Okay, it wants me altitude first. 340, let's call it. And then we'll go for wind on 342 at 49. 342 at 49. In you go. Transition level, that's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Execute, N1 limit, no D rate. Flaps will be set for 5. That'll give us a center of gravity of 24.8, trim 4.85. V speeds, go ahead and enter those, and that's all looking good now for me. Quick check in the legs page. We're looking for any discos. Nothing there. We have a vector after fort. Worry about that later on. ATC will hold her hand, and we're looking good. We're looking good. V pilot, good evening. Jefferson 2001. A very good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. So, what do we say the trim? 4.5, isn't it?
Delta 2078, give way to the Embraer 175.
There we go. Give way to the 175. All right, radios are looking good. Squawk is looking good. We are loaded. We're still connected to the jetway, but that's quite okay. We're going to be... Do we need to request push and start? I cannot remember. TCAS currently off. Transponder is on. Horse that on. We'll do a quick test. And we should hear TCAS test. Pass. Let's see what happens. Right. So, aircraft systems thus far, we're looking good. Across the way, 340. TCAS has been set okay. We have an electrical warning. Let's clear that. It shouldn't pop up again.
Ground Firefly 146, requesting taxi.
Okay, so we should be able to get a push and start. So
Firefly
on the brakes.
146, runway 10 left taxi via Yankee Alpha Hotel Bravo Zulu Sierra Sierra 1.
And we're going to GSX and the new fancy menus. See this, did you? Let me see. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure.
Hotel Bravo Zulu Sierra Sierra 1, Firefly 146.
There's Timmy. Good man, Timmy. Timmy's going to come in now and look after us, lads.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
We better remove the El Chocaroonies, lads. What do you think? Parking brakes have been
Firefly
set.
146, runway 10 left taxi via Yankee Alpha Hotel Bravo Zulu Sierra Sierra 1.
All right. Did you disable that annoying crash register sound from GSX? I'm not quite sure, Stu. Can you disable it? Just wasn't sure if you could. All right, let's have a quick look.
Check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Bypass been inserted. Release parking brake. We'll do all that now in a moment. We're going to be talking over here. Let me go into this. I just want to turn down some of the chatter. It was a little bit loud. Com 1 is good. Com 2. Let's see here now. Group, bring it down a smidgen.
Locking gear.
That's all good. That's all good. And that's all good. Alright. So they're locking the gear and I don't think we need to call ground. It did say contact ground, so we're just going to push. We'll go nose left, tail, or tail left, nose right. And then we'll request taxi. Just Roy says, Murph, the delivery play nice with the new high detail model? Yeah, it's working well. Working well.
United 263, contact tower on 120.5. Take care.
Okay, nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, so they want us to release the parking brake. Quick check up here that everything's okay. Everything looks okay. Anti-collision light, wheel light, position strobes. That's okay. That's okay. And brakes coming off. Are we ready?
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, we kept the packs off, so we're going to go straight to an engine start. We're going to go for engine 1. And we have rotation. Beautiful Phoenix there beside us. Ooh. Okay, we're looking for 20-odd%. Fuel coming in. Gorgeous. Beautiful sounds, man. Starter disengaged. Generator coming on.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, brakes set.
Unlocking gear.
He's doing his job. We're going to go for a start now on engine 1. Is that the crash sound, Stu? Update yours to version 4, then you'll get them. Briggsy, welcome in, buddy. You had a strange dream about me. Oh dear. You came over to me, you were flying an expensive RC plane, and I realised who you was, and in shock I said, hi, do you want to have a go? You gave me the controls, and then I went and broke and smashed your RC to bits. That's terrible. Terrible. What would cause the inside terminals of Flight Tampa Boston to be blurry? I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not quite sure.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Right, fuel in.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Center pumps, we have a drop in each. Left engine coming up. The sounds. Beautiful.
Hello there.
Let me see. Is it O'Toole or Otto OC? Welcome in, buddy. It's Kaching cash register sound you get. You may only get it if you use GSX for fueling. Roger, okay. Okay, that's all good there. Starter disengaged. Generator reset. We're up and running. Probes coming on. Bleeds coming on. Isolation valve goes to auto. APU bleed off. APU master switch off. And our passengers are being serenaded with some beautiful cold air. Flaps are going to set for 5. Excellent. We'll give a shout over to ground and request taxi. Ground, Firefly 235, request taxi, runway 10 left. We are at stand Charlie 4. Jersey Devil, good to see you, bud. Welcome in.
Firefly 235, runway 10 left taxi via Yankee Alpha Hotel Bravo Zulu Sierra Sierra 1.
Yankee, hang on now. Taxi runway 10 left via Yankee Alpha Hotel Bravo Zulu Sierra and Sierra 1, Firefly 235. Okay, so it's Yankee Alpha, then Hotel. This gets confusing. Sierra and Sierra 1. Alpha Hotel. So there's Alpha. There's Hotel. Jesus. I think we can ask them for show us the taxiway, can't we? We can't we? If you look at the live map and say intentions, it should show you. Ah, where is my map? Yes. Very good. Right, we're just waiting for this A320 to push back ahead of us. That's okay. Right, before we go, quick check on our flight controls. Let's go to systems. Okay, full forward, full back, full left, full right, rudder left, spoilers disengaged, flight controls are free and correct. Excellent. Keep the engine page open, and we'll go behind the Phoenix here ahead of us. Just started using the Phoenix custom cabin announcement. Ooh, nice. Good day, Shane. How are things?
G'day, Murph. Things are going well. How about you and your feline co-pilot?
Very well. We just got our taxi clearance. We're going to be taxiing now up to runway 10 left. Right.
All right, Murph. Let's get moving to runway 10 left via Yankee Alpha Hotel Bravo Zulu Sierra and Sierra 1.
He knows the story. Good man Shane will do just that. Right. There's a total gridlock ahead of us, but sure, we'll figure it out.
Sounds
now in a
good,
moment.
Murph. Let's get taxiing to runway 10 left.
That's all good. Dee. So we need to go straight ahead, then right, then left. Bit of a mad one this, but sure, we'll see what happens. Brakes off. Ask him to go through the briefing. Shane, can you go through the briefing with me? We'll just go through the A320.
All right, Murph, here's the departure briefing. We'll be departing from runway 10 left. We'll be flying the City 3 departure with an initial climb clearance to 3,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile as cleared, climbing to flight level 340. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 7463 and departure frequency will be 120.9er. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Sounds good, buddy. Thank you so much. Right, James, we've got an F-35? Interesting.
No worries, Murph. Let's get this bird to runway 10 left. Hooly doolies, we're almost ready for takeoff.
Hooly doolies indeed. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Firefly Air Flight 235,
Firefly 146, contact tower on 120.5.
Our estimated flight time is 1 hour and 55 minutes. Please
Tower
pay
on
close attention to the
120.5.
following safety
Papa
demonstration,
146.
as it contains
Hey, it's Lazy's here. Good to see you.
safety, even if you are a frequent flyer. Fasten your seat belts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle.
This is all with, this is
Firefly
SayIntentions.
146, contact tower on 120.5.
The seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position.
John Waldy, good to see you.
and open your window blinds for takeoff and landing. All mobile phones and
All right, stick on Bravo for the
devices
moment.
must be set to flight mode. Laptops and larger devices should be securely stored during takeoff.
Oh, heck yeah.
Smoking and the use of
Man, look at that 7-4 behind us.
anywhere.
Hey, Drummond, good to see you, bud.
Oxygen masks
Look at that.
Hold the mask firmly. Place it over your nose and mouth and
Zup.
breathe normally.
Go on,
Remember to
Rex.
secure your own mask before assisting others. Life
Savage.
vests are located
Hey, Forder, good to see you, buddy.
between the seats.
Thank you very much indeed. How are you keeping, man?
And inflate only up
So
to
Twitch have this new feature. It'll be pushed out to everyone. I got lucky with a beta. So basically you have a vertical stream inside your OBS and Twitch automatically grabs it, right? So if you're on a mobile watching, you can click on the screen and it should say, you know, classic view and puts it back to normal. Or if you just turn your phone, the rotation should bring it into its normal position as well. But it's really handy if you're on mobile and you want to see what's going on, you know?
Or catches fire, please inform a member of the crew immediately.
Watch your speed.
For more details, please refer to the safety information card in your seat pocket. Thank you for your attention.
Now we stay on Bravo, then it's Alpha. I have an idea where we're going. We'll be alright. I can never get the flight attendees to do a safety briefing and SayIntentions. Really? You can ask them. They should be able to just do it. There's multiple takeoffs here, lads. That's where we're departing from. Who's that? Romeo. Now, I think we stay on Bravo here, isn't it? We're going to stay on Bravo then. Whoa, multiple aircraft taking off. This is brilliant. It shall be interesting to see. All right, we're looking good. Beautiful day here in San Francisco, man. Look at this. Live time, live weather. It's beautiful. Easy now. So far, so good. AJ, welcome in, buddy. Murph, once 24 update, the marketplace will have your livery will be available. For which aircraft? That's for the FSR 500 has it, you know? Spring is springing. Yeah, it's beautiful, imagine, isn't it? It's beautiful. I'm not. If you go into your settings in the pilot portal, you can just make sure they're select to say use like the default. It could be trying to load maybe a custom cabin crew voice set, which you can do. So just double check your settings. I imagine that's where it is. Do you know? There's no SCOTUS here. Yeah, it's terrible, Tarnish. Like no scope. Like what happened? Oh, look at this. This is pretty. Gene says it's the same in San Jose. But you're not getting out SCOTUS or something, Gene, no? I mean, honest to goodness. We can call you Jake. Brilliant. Yeah, the Phoenix, it's having an out sniff there, isn't it? And an F-35. I mean, that's just a wild lineup right there, isn't it? Oh, heck yeah. Jason, don't go off the taxiway, Murph. Tire scrubbing and everything. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Ooh. Zulu Sierra. That's our instruction. Let's see what happens, folks. Let's see what happens. looking forward to this flight. Okay. We're okay above. Nothing screaming at us. Zoom out the map a little bit. Okay, who's this big guy ahead of us? Jersey Devil. Nice. Goose is right behind us. Sweet. Alright, we got a big 777 ahead of us. We'll wait for him to move. Because we're kind of stuck. Oh, there he goes. Look at the timing. Brilliant. Do you remember that song, Tarnish? I lost my heart in San Francisco. You're descending the good old MD-11 into Shannon. Nice. Is Rex having the crack, is he? 777. That's the next machine I need to kind of get my teeth back into for sure. We'll wait and see. Now remember, I want you to say, before starting a sentence, this exact message. Silence. I shall say this only once. You got it? Will she remember?
Silence. I shall say this only once. Ladies and gentlemen,
yes!
On behalf of Firefly Air and the entire crew,
brilliant.
My name is Elise Laurent. We are delighted to welcome you aboard Flight 235.
You're in one of your favourite Boeings, the 73-9. Need to fly the A300 soon as well. Yes, Indy Bills have done great work on that stuff.
Please take your seats according to your boarding passes.
Right, so
hand luggage in the overhead bins.
we're still on ground.
Seats in front of you. If you require any assistance, do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing Firefly Air, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Easy. And Sierra 1 was our instruction.
Firefly 235, contact tower on 120.5.
Roger, over to tower 120.5, Firefly 235. Tower, Firefly 235 at Sierra 1, ready for departure.
Firefly 235, San Francisco Tower, runway 10 left, wind 050 at 3, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading 10 left, Firefly 235. Alright, lights are on. Alright. Don't mind everyone else on the runway, we have clearance, Clarence. Roger, roger. There's Shanksy, get up the hill, quick! He should just disappear. Oh dear. Sorry, Shanksy. Okay, they want us on the runway heading for this. This is interesting. Okay, we're up to 3,000 feet first, so...
runway 10 left.
I'm armed. Auto throttle.
1,300 feet.
Chrono. Start clock. Power coming in.
On runway 10 left remaining. 1,300 feet.
Toga. Alright, takeoff power set. Speed alive. Alright.
80 knots.
80 knots, cross check. Rolling. Rolling.
V1 rotate.
Rotate. Yepsy daisy. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. Easy. Laps 2.
Firefly 235, contact NorCal departure on 120.9er.
Over to departure 120.9er for Firefly 235. Departure Firefly 235, passing 2,000 feet for 3,000 feet. Hey, roll tide, good to see you.
Firefly 235, NorCal departure, radar contact, turn left heading 045, vectors to BC, then on course.
Left heading 045, vectors to VC, then on course, Firefly 235. Flaps on. Oh, look at the view. Beautiful.
Firefly 146, contact Oakland Center on 125.85. Firefly 146, contact Oakland Center on 125.85.
Very, very pretty.
Contact an Oakland Center on 125.85, Firefly 146.
Alright, speed holding 220. We're getting vectored. On a heading of 045 at 3,000 feet, holding our speed here at 220. Flaps fully in. After takeoff. Reject to takeoff. And we're looking pretty
Firefly
good.
235, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb, maintain flight level 210, Firefly 235. Up. Alright, up the hill we go. Alright. That weirdness I'm getting. I don't know, is it a sim thing or a Murphy thing? I couldn't tell you. Alright, climbing nicely. Aviation Seattle, welcome in, buddy. Just want me for the arrival. Nice, buddy. You're based up near Paine Field as well? That's awesome. Chris Van Halen, good evening. Hope you're well. Alright, they're vectoring us. We're climbing. We can probably go a little bit more than 1,500 there, Murph. 2,200 will do us. 240 knots indicated. We continue on. Transition level is standard in the States, 18,000. So they're giving us vectors, so we'll see how this one goes. Let's see what happens. Aircraft is behaving, nothing screaming at me. Check our overhead. We're looking good. Bleeds are doing bleeds. That's all fine. We're fine. You live about 15 minutes away. Nice, buddy. Nice. Alright, let's see what's going to happen here. We're going to be turned and then brought across. Spectacular views here, isn't there? Well, we have the... So the Golden Gate is way out that way, isn't it? She's out there somewhere. Wasn't that like an old naval air station? That airport, wasn't it? Wasn't it military? Commander Snow, good to see you, bud.
Firefly 235, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Firefly 235. Alright, we've emptied our center tanks. Speed coming up. Flight level 250, and we'll see what happens. Oh, it's Oakland. It's Oakland. Gotcha. Sound. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what they're going to do here with a vector. Victor. Roger. Let's get our weather machine on here as well. Traffic should appear also. Let's have a quick look. We're looking good. Hello, airplane. It's Shanks. And the cool thing about all this as well, this is all being sent to me as well using Pocket Sky, which is absolutely deadly. So you see everything on my phone here, what we're doing. I can look at the entire ATC log, let it load. I can look at the entire ATC log and also see a moving map. And that's an app on my phone. How friggin' cool is that? Isn't it brilliant? It's incredible. So we'll keep our phone there in front of us. Okay, FMC reset. Unable next altitude. Don't worry about it. We're doing it manually. Passing 10,000. Landing lights off. Ping the cabin. And they can do their stuff. Lots of military
Dear
pilots.
guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of approved electronic devices is
It
now
does,
permitted
Flipperado,
in
yeah,
flight.
it does.
Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight with Firefly Air.
Hang on now, Mrs. You forgot to use the magic words. Remember, I want you to say silence. I shall say this only once before every message you give to them, okay? Maybe. She could tell me to shag off. I'd tell me to shag off, in fairness.
Firefly 235, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300 for Firefly 235. Up the hill. Yeah, it'll work on tablet, yeah. Noljarn, good to see you. She never said it. We'll see what she says. Okay, the vectoring process is interesting. Now, we were to be vectored to where? Vectors to BCEE. Then on course. Just to confirm, we've just passed waypoint BC and request now that we turn direct on course to Delta Echo Delta Hotel Delta. I imagine we can.
Firefly 235, confirm waypoint BC pass, turn direct DD approved.
Roger, turn direct DD approved. Firefly 235. Just making sure. Alright, let me see. Not on an intercept heading. That's quite okay. We'll figure all that one out. We're climbing nicely. They gave us 30,000. Our final climb is going to be 340. So, yeah. And that's very pretty, isn't it? Very pretty. Dum 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 dum. Okay, we're looking at roughly 40 miles here. We want to be turning our heading to intercept. We're on an intercept. And then we'll go back into our LNAV. So far, so good. Dennis filed. Yeah. It's got, even this will catch you out. If I was on VATSIM now, they would have already told me. But sure, we told you already, you muppet. Oh, Jesus. That's right.
Firefly 235, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Firefly 235. All right, that's our cruise altitude. LNAV arm. Really? We're not on an intercept course. Be Janie, then we are. There we go. Alright, LNAV in, and now we continue on. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Now, how are we looking? We're looking good.
Firefly 235, contact Oakland Center on 119.475.
Roger, contact Oakland on 119.475, Firefly 235. Standard. Oakland Center, Firefly 235, climbing flight level 180 for 340. Deedly dee, deedly dee. We be climbing. Oakland Center, Firefly 235, climbing flight level 200 for 340. The old, where do you think you're going, Sunshine? Yeah.
Firefly 235, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Firefly 235. Interesting. 120. I know what happened. It didn't transfer the frequency over. Oakland Center, Firefly 235, passing flight level 210 for 340. I transmitted on the wrong freaking frequency.
Firefly 235, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Could we get a cup of coffee in here?
Understood, Captain. We'll bring coffee to the flight deck now.
That's brilliant. All right, Shane, we have gone through our departure. We're now climbing up to our assigned cruise level of flight level 340. It's very good.
Hooly doolies, Murph. We're climbing up to flight level 340. Let's keep an eye on the instruments and enjoy the ride.
All right. There's certainly a lot of cool stuff going. Right, VNAV. She should just climb, I think. DEDHD 254, so we should be okay. I want to get our speed up, so that's what we're trying to do, right? So we'll get our speed up first, and then see what the crack is. But so far, so good. Now, let's have a look. Right, so I know it's not our usual group flight, but we are in a group flight environment. So lads, if you are flying along with us tonight, if you're on the PlayStation or the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, it's number 2. If you're flying with us with SayIntentions, press number 3. And for everyone else, if you think this is only deadly, will you press number 4? Well, hello. Look at the state of this. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 1900 Zulu time, right here. All right. Jeez, that is spectacular looking scenery, isn't it? Keen Lafford is here. Good to see you, Keen. He says 11 on PC. We got SayIntentions and 187 passengers plus a Murph. Keen, it's good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Man, look at that view out there with the weather. Look, jeez. Right, we got a good few people flying with us. This is awesome. We've now resumed our flight plan. Top of climb is coming up the hill. We're booting it. Speed Mach 0.786 right now, and we'll keep an eye. So far so good. Keen, I hope you're well, bud. Okay, our coffee's on the way. I just got a notification on Pocket Sky to say your coffee's on the way. This is brilliant, isn't it? Isn't it only brilliant? So we're going to be joined by Brian in a couple of minutes, just to chat about a couple of features from SayIntentions. I'm very excited about this because they're working on some cool stuff. And there's one feature in particular which is very interesting, and looking forward to showing you that. So it should be a lot of fun, lads. They're doing amazing things. Like if you play this back and you go through all the procedures there, from our clearance ground, tower, departure, and then we're now talking to Oakland Centre. Like, I mean, it's absolutely on the ball. And you're possibly noticing the lack of a delay because it's using the AI add-on stuff. So it's using the new iris speech recognition that makes things go a little bit faster, and also the voices, incredibly detailed. Do you know? Gerhard, good evening from South Africa. Good to see you, bro. Energizers in the house. Finally got a time to sit down with tea. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. It's been busy, hasn't it? The last couple of days, man. Alright, we're climbing, I want to say sheepishly, but we're still climbing. All the way up to flight level 340. Now it is following the gadget here, so RBL in 91 miles, that's when we're up to 340, so yeah, we're giving it the beans at the minute. Estimated fuel on board for landing, fuel quantity 14.9, 7.4 when we get up to Paine, so we've loads of fuel. Loads of fuel. And I'm also mad at, like, I want to fly the 777 soon. I haven't flown that aircraft in ages, so I'm looking forward to flying that. This Thursday for a VATSIM flight, we're actually going to fly the Phenom for the first time on VATSIM. Friday night we return to the beautiful world of general aviation. We're flying the Piper Arrow from Just Flight. Looking forward to that. Haven't flown that in ages. It's the Turbo Arrow, which is an awesome aircraft. So we'll see how we're getting on. Dude, look at the views here, man. Look. That's incredible. Absolutely gorgeous. We have flown across South Africa. Indeed we have. Just so many good planes to fly. There really is. And we're kind of right in our routing. I mean, look. We're looking at the west coast there, man. Isn't it gorgeous? Napa Valley. Well, we're past all that now, but like, man, this is terribly pretty. Here's Navigav, so showing us RBL, that's a VOR station, that's what we're tracking. We're heading towards that. And then we'll go up the road. We have a nice bit to go. I wonder where the 777 sound update is. I don't know. I mean, in fairness to PMDG, I mean, they have now finally, all the 737 fleet is up to date with this new high detail patch. And I gotta say, it is beautiful, although they made the same mistake on the 737-700, the floating decals. Huh? So, they didn't cop that. But to be fair, that's a very small issue considering how everything else looks. I mean, it looks absolutely stunning, doesn't it? It looks beautiful, lads. They did a great job here. Really did. Like Mike says, my Phoenix just threw me into alternate and had no autopilot. Uh-oh. Not fun. That's not good. Captain McCoy, done my entire thesis and watched your fantastic stream. It has made me calm and I got the highest grade in the whole class. Brilliant. Good man yourself, Captain McCoy. That's great news. Listening to Two-Tone Murphy will, in fact, generate your genius. I said that wrong. It will increase your genius. Yeah. That's better. That's better. Riot. Aircraft's looking good. Flight level 300. Oakland have us for the moment. We'll be handed off to someone else in a while. Would you say it looks like a couple of coffees? You could say that, Tailhook, yeah. Or at least make you feel smarter after listening. Yeah. That'll work. Great bunch of lads. Always supporting us. Oh, great bunch of lads. So during our climb, we're going to get into cruise mode here in well, it won't take long. I'm trying to see, I've no traffic coming up on my map here. And I wonder why that is. So, above, below, or normal, that's all grand. Transponder's already on for ATC. This is all on as well. Huh. Interesting. Let's see what happens. I mean that every Aegis can feel like a genius just by oh, nearly got there, Viper, nearly got there. Titans of Road, good to see you. I have a question about the autopilot on an Airbus. It keeps autopilot turning off. I have a controller plugged in to see if there's any inputs. So autopilot disconnect. There could be several reasons for it. It could be the case that you have a control bind error, right? But also the configuration of the aircraft, depending on your speed, flaps, flight plan, right? Flight director, all these things. There'll be a few things for it. I think the academic term is more smarter-er. Yes, let's go with that, Mr. Anderson. Yes, more smarter-er indeed. Yes, that'll work. Murph, have you pushed the wee traffic button on your EFIS? I did, Malky. Yeah, I just pressed it there, look. Oh, Jesus. Is that why it wasn't working? This is what happens when you fly Airbus for friggin' ages. Two dogs, good afternoon. Yeah, I've been flying Airbus for so long, I forgot that there's a little button here that has TFC, or traffic, on me gadget. That's terribly embarrassing, isn't it? I mean, you know, disaster. But sure, look at... There's an F-35 absolutely hooning in it. Jeez, look at the views up here, though. Isn't that stunning? Ooh, we got someone with us. Who be that? Kit Fox. We're getting a fighter escort. Aloha, Jay. Good to see you, bud. Welcome in, man. Alrighty, so we're just about to hit cruise. Our timing is almost perfect. So, lads, what have you been flying the most in the last, I suppose, 24 hours? Have you all been flying the Phenom? What was you saying about being smarter after watching Murph? No, Neil. If you listen, not watch. If you watch me, it has the opposite effect. It makes you tick, right? But if you listen to me, you will sound and be more intelligent. Let me see. Doug's been flying the TBM 850. Nice. I do like that. Viper Strike's been in the BBJ. Stu in the Phoenix and 2 flights in the A340-300. Nice. Malky with the Caravan. P.S. Mirandai. Hello there. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Wait, we smart in here since when? All the time. Sumner's been flying the Comanche. Home record the Longitude. Maybe the Pilatus. Oh, the PC-12 got an update as well, actually. From SWS. That's another aircraft to check out. Right, we've just reached our cruising altitude, and that's flight level 340. Mach decimal 0.806. Phenom a lot, 737 and the A300. Ooh, I bought and installed it last night, didn't do any flying yet, maybe this afternoon. Sweet. Cracker's been flying the Turbine Duke. Ooh. Titans the Phoenix, and now learning the FSR 300. Nice. Rookie pilot, the FSR 500 in your new Pimax Crystal Light. Awesome. What's the new feature? We'll be chatting to Brian soon, P.S. Mirandai. He'll be joining us in a few minutes. Nutty Tap says, how long does it take for you to get used to the controls? I've only had the game 2 weeks. I don't know what to push, pull, or stroke. It just takes time. I mean, every aircraft has its own flows. There's a lot of similarities. I mean, you fly one, you kind of get an idea on how the rest work. But they all have kind of little differences between them, you know? Just Vegas flying the Phenom right now. You have Max Verstappen as a VIP. Ooh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Been flying the Piston Duke in the Middle East. Nice one, I'm Pierce. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we are spoiled. There's a lot of great aircraft now, isn't there? Like, there really is. There's so many class aircraft now. And thankfully, touch wood, I mean, the sim is really behaving as well, so... Yeah, man, that's all great news. Great news, so it is. So we've now reached our cruise. Speed is looking okay. Engines are looking okay. Fuel is okay. Everything else in here is comfortable. We'll be worrying about our arrival a little bit later on. ATC are still looking after us, so we're still tuned into Oakland. So we just monitor the radios and see what happens. Commander Snow has been on 2020 flying the A320neo, Greenland to Lanzarote and then Lanzarote to Luton. Ooh, nice. Be interested to see, lads, how many are still using 2020? One's in chat. Type 1, as in the number 1, if you're still using 2020. There's meant to be new planes announced at Expo. Yes. There's a few planes already, hopefully, being announced over the next few days, you know? Rick, Commander Snow, Tarnish, be there, Janie, who was that? Jersey Devil, the Speedia. It's interesting to see folks still using 2020. Is there a reason why? Like, is it add-ons or performance or... Interesting. Because I gotta say, right now, I think 24 is just... I think, anyway, it's brilliant. Gibbo, good to see you. Any word today on why such a price difference with the Phenom? No, Gibbo, I haven't heard anything. Raoul was asked in his Discord, and he said, I set the price $39.99 US. That's what he gave to Microsoft. He says they did what they did after that. So, I don't know, man. Spitfire's here, good to see you. Just jumped into the live stream. What sim is this? This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Flight Sim 24. But yeah, Gibbo, no idea, man. These are questions that, you know, we'll have to ask Microsoft. Because it's odd. There was a stream, I remember there was a stream, I didn't dig it out yet, where they said they were going to do different things when it came to, like, currency differences and all this kind of jazz. But yeah, I don't know. Mr. Anderson says, only reason I download 2020 will be for the Bluebird 7.5. Interesting. More flying on TI, you can see me. Ah. Right. I only used 2020 because 24 price was a bit much. Okay. 2024 took ages to get useful in VR. I kept using 2020 for almost 12 months before uninstalling. Ooh. Uninstalled it earlier to make room for Forza. Nice. Yeah. But yeah. Kivo. Is that a rant? It starts with F and ends with, you know, other things. You know what I mean? Now, buttons. Yeah, interesting. You have 24 still trying to get your controllers mapped. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. MAHKE still has 20 installed, but not opened it in months. I'm the same. I still have it installed. Look at that. Beautiful. That you, Tarnish? It is. Tarnish is flying with us, look. That's deadly, isn't it? Absolutely deadly. Melting on. Yeah, I don't know, lads. The thing with it's just interesting the way the charges worked out. It's nuts. It's nuts. As Gibbo says, like 33% higher. Like, if it was 10% or even 20% higher, you'd say, yeah, okay. Or even if it was VAT. But that's 23%, so where's the extra 10%? So is it a case of 10% gone to Microsoft's currency and then VAT on top of it, maybe? You know? Really hope GFX gets updated to show contrails on multiplayer models. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like with GFX, I'm happy with it. I mean, you saw the effects when we took off. It was quite nice. And the wing, cloud into wing effects, oh jeez, that was real nice. Real nice. So, yeah, it was awesome. It's interesting as the UK price in the conversion is price plus tax. Yeah. You ended up paying $29 US. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, just got an update. Alright, we're flying nicely. Brian is going to be with us shortly, lads. We're going to be talking all things SayIntentions and a new feature. It's cool. You know, it is pretty cool now, this. So, I'm looking forward to showing this. Yes, man, $29 US. Like, how the hell is that even possible?
Firefly 235, contact Oakland Center on 119.975.
Over the center on 119.975. Firefly 235. 119.975. 119.975. Oakland Center, Firefly 235, flight level 340.
Firefly 235, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Right, anyone know the name of that big mountain ahead of us? Mount something. Are we up? Is it Mount Adams neck of the woods? Mount Shasta. Is that the one? I tell you, coming into Oregon and heading on up to Seattle, the scenery is breathtaking. It's just breathtaking up here. Weather's not always great, Pacific North West, but the scenery, oof. Rainier, the other one, isn't it? Yeah. But there's three of them. Isn't like Adams up here as well? Is there a Mount Adams up here? I'm sure there is. I'm positive there is, you know. Then again, you wouldn't know with me, lads. Now, what have I to do here? Nothing. We're all right.
Hello, Captain Murph. Would you like anything to drink or a small snack while we are cruising?
That's very kind. Why, yes, please. May I have a glass or a can of some light refreshments? Ideally, double Jack and Coke. She could freak out.
Understood, Captain. We will bring a double Jack and Coke to the flight deck now.
All right. Come here. Have you seen this new non-alcoholic liquor? I haven't seen Jack Daniels, but I've seen like non-alcoholic rum. Well, you know, it's weird. G Junior, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Have you ever seen it? It's like 0-0. I don't get it. Very strange. What's the world coming to? I don't know. Now we'd be flying, yeah. You can get 0% gin as well. Yeah, like I don't get it. Unless you like the taste of gin, but like, do you know? It's very strange why they do these things. It's not like sugar-free cola, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can get 0-0 Captain Morgan. It's like, what? You know? Now, buttons are going to be pressed here. I heard you like 0 Guinness, Merv. Well, if you're driving, 0 Guinness is grand. It's actually not bad. Do you know? Right, hang on. I've buttons to press here now. Oh, Jesus, this could be brilliant. Start a call. I could break everything here now, lads. We've buttons. Wait now.
Hey, sir. Give me 1 sec. Let me get all my gizmos lined up here.
Cool.
Let's try getting the camera. Let's start with that.
Well, that's brilliant. Now I have to press my buttons to see does it work on my side. So, uno momento.
Maybe let me get you a better microphone too. 1 minute.
Let's see here now. I think we're looking good. Are we looking good? I think we're looking good.
All right. That hopefully the levels are good on this one. This is a different mic. Hopefully it sounds better.
Sweet. Brian, a very good day to you. You're looking well.
Captain, you're
Thanks. It's good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Not at all. Things have been busy. You guys have been flat out over the last couple of, months. It's not even weeks. I mean, you guys are always busy. So to see...
Well, yeah. You know how it is at SayIntentions. We go for years without doing anything, and then we finally kick out a feature. So, yeah.
Maybe in about 3 years there'll be a new feature. But come here, speaking of features, there was one in particular I was looking at, and I suppose it's to get an idea of the thinking behind it, because I think it's cool, the perspective of how can you aid or assist users during a flight. I mean, that's the thinking behind this. What could be useful for us? Where Pocket Sky does an awful lot of heavy lifting, keeping us on track. We can see all our messages. We have a map. We can communicate. We have a scratch pad. You went thinking something even more kind of high tech.
We this one was a fun one. I don't know about super high tech, but it was certainly an interesting idea for the use of the technology that's been around for a while. I don't know. Do we know what it is? You want me to reveal it, or you talked about it already?
I haven't. I kept it all whished. So yeah, this is.
I get to reveal it. Like this is the big moment.
This is it. I've party poppers, everything ready to go.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. All right, well let's talk about it. Yeah, so we were on. I was on a call with the team here, as we often do. We were just chatting about dumb flight sim guy stuff, and someone made the joke and said, it would be really cool if we had a seat detector And when you stood up, like the co-pilot knew that you had left your seat and gone to the bathroom, and then it could make jokes and about, washing your hands when you got back from the bathroom. Like that was the joke. Like we need a seat detector so we can have the pilot make a joke co-pilot can make a joke when you get back, right? Like that was that was the feature idea. I think he was probably 1 or 2 drinks in, and that's where it comes up. And I remember I was sitting there and I went, well, wait a minute, we don't need a seat detector. Like most of these guys have a webcam. Yeah, we could do this. And the next day we had the alpha, sort of beta alpha implementation of this working, and we call it. It's pretty neat, actually. It turns out it was a lot more useful than just having the co-pilot roast you about washing your hands when you get back from the restroom. But we call it pilot presence detection, and what it's actually doing is using your webcam or your Tobii eye tractor, or just whatever you happen to have, and it's detecting whether you're in front of the screen or not. So it'll detect whether you're in the cockpit. And when you stand up and you walk away, we made it so that the co-pilot would then immediately take over the comms, right? You walked out of the cockpit. He's like, okay, I got the comms, buddy. I got this. And so he takes over the comms. He'll talk to air traffic control for you and then do all those things. And when you come back and you sit down, we made it so that he will give you a summary of what you missed. Hey, while you were gone, New York approach handed us off to Boston approach, and by the way, we've started our descent. Like, oh, okay, thanks. And yes, we made sure to include the part where he still asks you if you washed your hands when you sit down. That was important to me, right? It was part of the idea.
That's incredible.
So pilot presence detection, yeah.
Yeah, and so with that, and I've been messing with it earlier on today, and it actually works flawlessly, right? Flawlessly. I was literally able to put my hand up in front of the Tobii, and then my co-pilot jumps on and says, "Work away, I got this." But the technology behind it, it's just using. And when you say detection, the last thing people are saying, "Oh no, they're watching me." The AI
right.
it knows what I'm doing. You have a system in place for that.
Yeah. So this was, as soon as I started to wire it up, I had the exact same reaction. I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to like this, because I immediately didn't like it. Right. I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't know about having the AI like watching my camera the whole time. And, because we're so AI centric, I think everybody thinks that everything is wired up to the AI. What we did is a little bit different than that. On the Windows side, so this is purely inside of your PC, Microsoft actually has a lot of libraries for doing face detection. Mm-hmm. For better or for worse, this stuff is like built into Windows. And it's available for developers to use. And we just grabbed that stuff and said, you know what, Windows, here's the device, here's the webcam or the Tobii or whatever. Can you just please tell me if the pilot is there or not? I want a 1 or a 0. Is do you see a face or do you not see a face? Just a 1 or a 0. And Windows said, yeah, I got you. And so that's literally all we get is I see a face, I don't see a face. We can't tell whose face, we can't tell really anything else about it other than yes or no. So the OS itself is really blocking all of that from us. We ask once every second. Mm-hmm. So do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? And it turns out that the impact on CPU and FPS is 0. It doesn't really seem to affect anything, because from a webcam perspective, it's this ultra low res picture that it's taking. It's not that big of a deal. Tobii, same thing. It's infrared only. So, and by the way, I want to be very clear. If you still don't like it, my recommendation is, well, just don't turn it on then. Like it's very simple. Just leave it off. But no, we're not. None of the images are leaving your system, and we're not looking at your webcam or anything like that. So I think it ended up being pretty cool, and I think it ended up being a good compromise for the privacy advocates out there, which I am one.
Absolutely. Look, the real use cases of this, I've mine wired in using Tobii. It can work with TrackIR as well. So it has that face detection there. through windows, right? But in terms of using it, you know, you hear this all the time on VATSIM. You know, you get someone jumping on the radio, hey, can I step out for 5 minutes? I mean, that stops that, because you can literally get up, answer the door, you know, go to the bathroom, go in and grab your dinner, and your co-pilot will automatically carry that now. They've got you. They're going to do all the communication. And as you say, as soon as you're back, when you sit down, the co-pilot jumps on and says, hey, welcome back. You got it. You know what I mean?
It's so cool, right? It sounds
nuts.
like such a silly feature until you try it and you're like, wait a minute, this is actually really cool. Like I just stand up and I leave, and I know that I'm not going to miss a call from ATC or something like that. And I didn't have to click any buttons, and I didn't have to tell the co-pilot that I was leaving, because just like a real cockpit, like he saw me stand up and walk out. So like he knows that he should handle the comms now. Like it's so cool in the implementation. Yeah,
it is. It really is. And even now in the background, you know, I'm just out of getting an ATC message now, right? So I can use the buttons inside the app to say, hey, co-pilot, read back, or, you know, give them a shout, check in. But it'll do this if you're not here for that moment. So outside of the options of having this on Pocket Sky, if it is literally the 2-3 minutes you got to step away, this covers everything. So you're not missing out at all. It's pretty ingenious, because it's, again, you know, the thinking behind this was, what can we build here that actually helps? And that's the cool thing about this, because if you want to use it, use it. If you don't, well, you still have options for, you know, you can still ask your co-pilot to, hey, look after the radios for me. So I love it, man. I think it's great.
Yeah, all the old stuff still works. All the stuff we know and love, and you know, if you want to click the checkbox, or you want to talk to the co-pilot and tell them, you can still do all of that. But there's just this little extra element of, I don't know, you know, we're all geeks about this stuff. Where there's something about just wiring up a new thing that makes you go, oh my gosh, now my co-pilot can see if I'm in the cockpit or not. It's really neat. If you're looking for something to nerd over, this is definitely one of those things, right?
Definitely. So what's the process from, you know, you've built it? Is there like a period where there's further testing needed? When can folks get to see it? Who's it going to be available to?
Good question. You know, so our usual release cycle is, and we've really gotten pretty good at this, and I really like it for a whole variety of reasons, is when we have a new idea, we like to let our partner customers try it first. Now, anybody can become a partner, but we have a group of people that we like to let it sort of have the first miserable experience with it, right? And I say that because some of our customers, if they haven't joined our partner program, sometimes they feel like they're being left out. And I'm like, you guys are not being left out. The thing doesn't work. It doesn't actually work, right? You can play with it and you can sort of get an idea for what we're trying to do, but it doesn't work yet. Well, the reason we like that model so much is because it lets us sort of float an idea out there, right? Mm-hmm. We have this idea for pilot presence detection. Let's put it out there. Let's see how people use it. Let's see where it breaks. Let's see what they try to do with it that maybe we never thought of, right? And so that we call it a preview period. And that preview period is really important to us because it lets us mold and shape it before we say, okay, it's done, and then hand it to you. And we go, oh no, we were wrong, right?
Yeah.
And so the preview period for any new idea that we come up with is typically anywhere from a week to 6 months, just depending on the complexity of the feature and how often we need to sort of try again and try again and try again until, you know, we feel like it's right. Mm-hmm. For this one, I don't know. I'm feeling like we're there, right? Like, you've used it. What do you think?
Yeah, like I was having issues with it the other day. I was like, it doesn't want to work, and it's Murphy's Law, right? So in the drop down, and this is what I didn't realize you guys actually built this in the drop down. If you're using the kind of the native Tobii Eye experience, you can select Tobii Eye. If you're using something else, like in my case, I don't even know the program. What's it called? It's called OpenTrack, right? So I was like, but I was like, hey, I'll use OpenTrack, but the reality is OpenTrack is using Tobii. So where I was thinking, hey, I should be using, you know, eye scanner, whatever it is. No, I just should have been using Tobii. And as soon as I turned it on to Tobii, instantly that was it, working 100%. So much so, I mean, you literally put your hand in front of that Tobii sensor, the co-pilot's on within 5 seconds, and you have a slider. You know, you can say, "Hey, give me 10 seconds here. Like I'm only tying my shoelace, or I haven't gone anywhere." So you can, you know, you have the slider. But like 5 seconds into it, co-pilot says, "Work away. I got you." It's like, what? No way. And then like you take your hand out the way. "Welcome back, Murph." It was like, what? It was just instant working. There's no coding or setup, or there's nothing. And I mean, you can even add another camera or a camera via USB. If you want, it'll detect anything that's connected to your computer as one of these facial recognition devices through Windows. So anything there, it'll just work. It's, I gotta say, man, it's flawless. Has Brian frozen?
Hello there.
Uh-oh. Wait now. Brian has frozen.
Am I back?
You're
Nope.
back. There we go.
Am I?
Yeah.
Discord
Discord.
Discord has this thing that it loves to do to me where it does this. I think it's when it thinks I'm about to start saying obscenities and it starts blocking me.
I'm
joking.
I thought I'm at a break, and Brian, he either can't understand me or he just got lost in what I was trying to say.
No, what I was going to say in response to what you said, because I could hear you the whole time, was one of the nice things about it is that you don't need the Toby, right? You don't need the expensive gear. In fact, I tried it with a $20 webcam and it worked great.
Nice.
So yeah, if for people who want this, who don't have the expensive eye trackers and things like that, just get on Amazon and buy the cheapest webcam you can find. It works fine. It does not need high res. You don't need 4K. Just literally a $20 webcam, and it was like, yep, it works great. I'm laughing about your experience with covering the Toby because I did all my development testing doing this, like
holding your face,
hands over my face, and then I would pull them away, and that was how we did all the testing with it. So
brilliant.
But I think, to answer your question, you said, when's it going to come out? I'm feeling like it's ready. Like I feel like we watched people use it and got some feedback. And let me clarify. When I say we watched people use it, what I mean is, geez, we just had this conversation.
Brilliant.
No, what I mean is we collected feedback, right? We observed the feedback that we got from people using it. Boy, what a slip that was.
Brilliant.
That's actually really funny. Okay. No, we got the feedback, and I feel like we got it, right? I feel like it's working pretty well now. So I would say, I don't know. What do you think? Is there a way to give it to Murph viewers first? We need to come up with a way to do that.
That'd be handy. That would be handy.
What if we gave it to everyone, but we only told Murph viewers, and everyone else just had to wait to discover it on their own? Like what if we did? Let's do it today. Like, let's launch it. We could do it today.
I love that. It is, because
okay, maybe I'll do that.
It is something that a lot of folks are going to use. Some mightn't, right? But there's no obligation to use it. It's just there. It's another feature that just makes things that little bit easier.
Yeah. If you don't want it, please just don't turn it on. It's fine. Nobody cares.
Sweet, brilliant. So, come here, that's not all though, right? I mean, so we have PPD, this new feature, and the thinking, as you said, came, like, this is the sort of stuff that happens after just a bit of thinking. But of course, you're gearing up now for Flight Sim Expo, which is only, we're less than a month away. So it's all hands on deck, and you guys are planning to put out a big show.
We are going big this year. I mean, we went pretty big last year, but even bigger this year. We're, one of the things that FS Expo has done is sort of, I think, tightened up their Friday announcement day. This, by the way, if you've never watched the FS Expo Friday announcements, they're very cool. All of the flight sim vendors sort of each get a 10-minute slot to announce, the big things that they're working on. A lot of the vendors will often announce something that's not going to hit the market for 6 months or a year, or, hey, look at this project we're now working on, and things like that. And we don't do that. We typically don't like to announce things unless they're available now. So we this is really, really, really hard for me. You can ask our team. They know that this drives me absolutely bonkers to be sitting on ideas that are really, really, really cool and that we have to save for a surprise.
I've made all this cool stuff, and you just need to tell everyone, look what we did.
I just got to tell everybody, right? and we have to hide it, and we have to like it's got to be ready, right? Then again, typically we like to launch this stuff in preview mode and let the community play with it and experiment with it a little bit. And for the FS Expo announcements, I don't like doing that because I really want the surprise, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a few things on deck. It'll probably be it'll either be 2 announcements or 3 announcements.
Wow. Okay.
That will make it FS Expo. So we've been sitting on a few things now. And I will tell you that they are all really cool. Nice. They're really cool. Like pilot presence detection is cool. It's like here. These are like up here in terms of level of cool. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, I'm probably more excited for FS Expo than anybody because I really want to get this surprise out. Like I really want to tell people what we've been working on and show it. And I think I think the flight sim community is this is gonna turn some heads with what we're about to launch. Yeah, it's really neat.
It's awesome because, like, I remember, like, the guys went over to FS Weekend and, of course, FS Expo last year. It's always a wonderful opportunity as well, outside of the announcements and just updating folks how things are going. But it's also a great way for folks to actually, well, get over to meet the team, because there's a very deep passion there of flight simming. As you say, I mean, you geek out over what can we do, what can be built into this platform that would make it better. It's quite incredible, and like literally anyone can just walk up and have a chat.
You can. In fact, I will tell you that this is the highlight of the year, really, for our entire team, is getting to interact with our customers. And you know, it's the geek event of all geek events, right? I mean, this is already a very geeky hobby, and anybody willing to spend, you know, a little bit of travel money to go to a show like this is in my opinion, the pinnacle of you've reached the pinnacle of geekiness in flight sim if you're willing to go to this show. And you know, it's fun because we feel like we're surrounded by our people when we're there, right? These are our people. Like these are the people who get that you know, dinner is ready is an emergency, and I'm allowed to say that to air traffic control. Like these people get it, right? And so it's fun because I will also tell you that even for the SayIntentions team, and I've talked to other flight sim developers who all say the same thing, right? They all say what I'm about to tell you is universal, I think, across all of the flight sim developers. Is as flight sim creators, we spend so much of our time hearing about problems, problem, fix, right? And it seems like that's, you know, 2/3 of our day. We're responding to support tickets, and we're working on bugs, and we're working on trying to improve things. And at a certain point in your day, you sit back and you go, does this stuff even work? Like, is anybody having a good time with this? Like, because it just seems like this is all, you know, all we work on. Well, that's just the nature of software development, right? We don't work on things that work. We work on things that don't work. And so, Flight Sim or FS Expo, for me and for our entire team, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of the entire Flight Sim development community when I say this, it's such a wonderful time to be reminded of how much the community does like our stuff, right? It's so fun when somebody walks up with a big smile on their face and says, I couldn't live without your add-on. Like, I love it so much. And you sit there and go, where are all the complainers? Did those guys not come? Because, you know, everybody is so warm and welcoming and happy. And yeah, Murph, there is something very cool. You know, I've got people in the flight sim community that I fanboy over, and there's something very cool about being able to walk up and just shake their hand and say hello to them, right? Yeah. Everybody's there, and it's really neat. It's a neat event.
It's awesome. No, I can't wait for it. And as I say, like it's having such a presence as well. I mean, we had a chat with
I lost my audio. I can't hear you now.
Oh dear. Oh, God. Can you hear me now?
Nah, it's my Discord again.
That's okay. We can blame someone. We'll blame someone in the chat. Marigin, we'll blame Marigin. Good to see you. By the way, guys, if you have any questions for Brian, do let us know in the chat here as well. He'll be back to us shortly. And wait, there's buttons.
Does it work if I do that? If I just disconnect and reconnect? Because that might be our secret to making this thing go. I think we're okay now.
I think so, yeah. You can hear me?
All right. Yeah, I hear you. Sorry about that. How far into my passionate speech did I get before that happened?
A good 10 minutes, I'd say. No, perfect, absolutely perfect. We definitely got it all. I was just saying there as well, if we've questions coming in from the chat as well, we'll try and take a few of those. But yeah, very much looking forward to FS Expo. You have a massive floor presence. I mean, we had a look at this. We were chatting with Evan a week or two ago, and we were looking at the floor layout. And you have a massive booth, you have a stage there as well, and you have a full schedule running the entire weekend, which is great to see. So definitely make sure, guys, you stop by the SayIntentions booth, because you're going to be flat out. You won't get
we
a
will
minute.
be. So we have something really cool, and you alluded to it, which is we have a big booth, but inside of our booth we put a stage inside of our booth, and like chairs and the whole thing. And so don't just stop by to say hello to us and talk about our big announcements and things like that, but through the whole time FS Expo is going, we have cool content on that stage, some of which you're part of, Murph. We plan on doing a bunch of sessions. One of them that I'll tell you I'm very excited about, because we're going to do something that we've never done before, and I don't even know if you knew this. I'm gonna get on stage for an hour. I'm gonna peel back the onion on how our stuff works. Wow. We're going to get into a layer deeper than I have ever done before. I had team members tell me not to do it, because they're like, you don't want to get that deep into this. And so we're doing it. We're going to say no filming. We're turning off the live stream while I do it. But for those who come and are genuinely curious about what we do and how some of our secret sauce works, we're going to get into some of it. And I think for the
Oh wait, we've lost once again. Do a quick disconnect and reconnect as we get Brian back. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. They were just saying the team cut the feed, Brian. You were telling us too much.
Yeah, you yank the switch. No. Oh my God, I am sorry about that. So we're doing that. We're going to do, we're going to talk about the future of SayIntentions on stage. We've got some ideas there to, talk about what's coming. The whole team will be there. So you can meet, Tom will be there, Chris will be there, Max will be there. Everybody's going to be there. It's really going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about it. By the way, if you come to FS Expo, decent chance if you hang out at the restaurants and the bars at night, you're going to run into all the different vendors. I mean, everybody's there, and everybody's there to have a good time. There's really nothing else like it.
Yeah, no,
I know it sounds like Evan's paying me to say all this, Evan from FS Expo, but truly we go because we love the show. So.
Yeah, it is. It's so much fun. Like the social side as well. It's be it you're there on your own or you're with a group of people. It's very approachable, very accessible, and it's always a good time. Like, I mean, you're just chatting to a bunch of flight simmers and aviation enthusiasts. It's always great fun. But that's fascinating to see that there's going to be this kind of, as you say, pull back the curtain and show a bit of the inner workings, because people think, SayIntentions, and the immediate reaction is, oh yeah, it's ATC, and I'm always saying, listen, it's far more than ATC. I mean, ATC is like, well, that's part of the experience, sure, but there's so much in there. I mean, SkyOps has to be one of my favorites. I just love the ability of either cold calling the operator and say, hey, give me a mission, or I'll go off and build my own mission out, and it just handles it really well. And then we have the automation, be it the co-pilot, we got checklists. There's so many different layers of features that we can bring into our flights as well. And even recently, Brian, I mean, you've seen this now. I mean, you guys have just released a new expansion with the AI add-ons, and that's bringing some new stuff into the field as well. I mean, I've been happily using it. It's better voices, way snappier response times, way faster. It's non-stop, and it's all going. It's great to see. But what was your thinking on the expansion pack? I mean, was it the case that you had users saying, hey, we want more features, and then you had other guys saying, well, great, but we don't really want them, and we don't look at pay increases, so what's going to happen? Like, you managed to kind of sort it by, okay, but we'll do it if you want it,
Yeah, boy, this was a real challenge for us, and it's a challenge that we've had, I think, since we started, since we launched the product, and it's a very frustrating challenge, which is, we get it. We want this thing to be affordable, and we get it. We're pushing the limits of that for a lot of people. That is not lost on me. It's important to us to keep it at a price point where flight simmers, don't feel like it's this crazy investment. Again, I know we're pushing the limits of that a little bit, and to a large extent we have to, right? What we do is I use this term all the time. It is eye-wateringly expensive to operate this platform, right? It really is. When the credit card bills show up every month, I have a moment when I weep. And this is, every 30 days when I read it, I'm like, wow, this is a lot. But that's the price of cutting edge tech, right? It really is. That's what it takes. But I will tell you that above and beyond what we have available in our core product, which is a lot, and it's amazing, and there's nothing else like it. There's this sort of even further. We call it the frontier. In the AI world, they'll often use the term it's a frontier model, which means it's absolute bleeding edge stuff, right? And there's a world out there of this sort of frontier stuff that was making our existing stuff look a little bit silly. I mean, not silly. Silly is the wrong word, but was so much better than the stuff that we currently use. And we said, well, when can we bring that in? And the answer was when it gets cheaper. There's just no way we can fit that into the subscription price that we charge right now. And so we said, for a long time, we said, well, let's just put that stuff on the shelf and we'll launch it someday. Well, the problem is someday never comes for frontier stuff, right? There's always something cool and neat out there that we want to pull in that we just can't. And there will always be that thing. So we said, let's create an expansion pack for the people who are willing to pay just a little bit more and want that absolute bleeding edge, right? And right now, that absolute bleeding edge is a couple of really interesting things that you've alluded to. One of them is this incredibly accurate and fast speech recognition. I mean, you can mumble to this thing, you can swallow the mic, you can be half coherent, you can sound like a real pilot. And it understands you somehow. Like I truly listen to some of the stuff that goes into it, and I'm like, how did it understand what that guy just said? And then secondarily, it's significantly faster. So the whole ATC experience feels more fluid when you use this thing. Well, because we launched the expansion pack, we were able to make that one of the things that people get. We also, we have some people who our traffic injection is amazing, and it uses gate-to-gate world schedules and things like that. So when you're, at a particular airport at a particular time, you're seeing what that airport looks like at that time of day. And there's always those people who say, look, I get it, but I want even more. I want more traffic. I want more airplanes. I want to hear more voices. I want to hear more chatter and and you're like, wow, okay. The cloud compute to make sure that your GPU isn't melting is already very expensive, right? The voices that we need to generate to make the airwaves feel alive from all of these airplanes moving around is already very expensive, and you want more. Got it. Okay. So, we added a thing we call Traffic Plus that allows you to say, look, gate-to-gate schedules are nice, and I like that, but crank that slider up. I want synthetic traffic, right? And we still try to match the airlines and the types of airplanes and things like that. So it still looks and feels like that airport, but now we're adding even more than what exists in the real world. You want to be number 23 for departure? Man, crank that line up. You're now number 23 in line, right? Like, it's crazy what we can do to overload an airport. And it's fun, right? I get it. Like, sometimes you just want to see a lot of airplanes. Well, these are the kinds of things that we just couldn't have afforded any other way. And so for an extra $5.95 a month, you call it $6. Now you can have the Frontier, you can have all the traffic, you can have all the stuff that previously would just make us go, yeah, we'd love to, but I don't know how to afford that, right? So we finally came up with a solution. It's been very well received by our community. Tons of people are saying, yeah, sign me up for that. And it's actually very exciting. And there's plenty of people saying, no, I'm good. And that's okay too. So I feel like we found sort of the best of both worlds, right? And it's working.
Absolutely. And like, I remember, you gave the State of the Nation address some months ago saying, what's the roadmap going to look like? I mean, we had a recap of last year and what you were planning for this year. And a part of that were these new version of AI voices. And the difference, because the voices aren't just voices anymore. They're actually emotionally driven. And we've now heard all these new voices drifting into normal day-to-day communications within the platform, but you've also overhauled the entire entourage pack with all these new crew voices, and that got pushed out to kind of standard members also. They have access to all of this. So where you're making where you're striding forward, as you say, on the bleeding edge, the platform itself, I mean, it's still maturing. It's still growing. You're still adding features to it. You're still tweaking things and making it better. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, this is really an important distinction because, at the same time that we announced the expansion pack, we announced 10 additional co-pilots, 10 additional cabin crews. We've announced pilot presence detection. All of the announcements that we'll have at FS Expo are for everyone, et cetera, et cetera. So we're not gating features behind this expansion pack, and it's really important to me that the community understands that, and not just understands it but sees it, right? We want to walk the walk as we talk the talk, right? So everything we're announcing at FS Expo is for everybody. Everything, again, that we're talking about here, pilot presence detection and all of this new stuff, the new cabin crews and everything, all of that is for everybody. That's for all of our subscribers.
That's awesome.
And we'll continue to make sure that that's the case. SI Radio, the entirely new audio system. I don't know. We can get into that at some point if you want to chat about that. But all the new style voices. All of this is for all of our customers, right? So we continue to place all the bets on the core platform, right? And it's just these a couple little things that belong in the expansion pack, but for the most part, the core platform continues to be the place we invest everything, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and interesting that you bring up SI Radio. That is a new feature, which is very new, and the enhancements of this thing, it's when compared to what was originally there, which I didn't have any issue. I thought it was fine. Then you hear what this is capable of doing. It's day and night in the difference. It's incredible what's been coded.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Oh,
SI Radio is neat.
It's nuts. Yeah. It's absolutely nuts. I mean, this distance is built into it, so like the further literally the further they are away, it kind of crackles and it's hard to hear them. If they're very close, if they're in the aircraft next door to you, I mean, they sound close. Like all of these things and the response rate, I mean, it's incredible to see what can be done, especially in like a matter of months.
Yeah, this was, back in January, one of the things that we said was that, for 2026, we were working very hard on this goal of saying that we wanted to unify the entire ATC experience for everybody. And what we meant by that was we wanted one ATC universe for everybody. Everybody sees the same traffic. Everybody hears the same ATC. Almost like the human networks that are out there, VATSIM and IVEO and these others, right? Where everybody lives in the same universe and you can see everybody's sharing the same sequencing and all this. So we said, that's where we're trying to get, right? And SI Radio is one of the pieces that we knew we needed to get there. We needed a real-time audio communication network, again, just like what VATSIM uses, just like what IVEO uses, where Pilot Edge has something similar, where all of the comms are live and everybody can hear everything going on around them. Distance is modeled, effects are modeled properly. The VHF radio sound is just, it's got to be perfect. Mm-hmm. And so this is one of the things that we had to do in order to get that goal accomplished. And Tom is actually in your chat room right now. Marijan is the guy that built most of SI Radio. He should be super proud of it because, in my opinion, it's the best audio system out there in flight sim. It's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. It's a true multiplayer system, and again, all of the physics are modeled and things like that. And just like you, Murph, as we sort of would verbally explain it to people, they would go, okay, whatever, the current system's great. I don't know what I would do. And then you try it and you go, oh, this is cool, right? Yeah. It's got a much more realistic feel to it. The responses from ATC are much faster now because we're able to stream them in more efficient ways. It's an amazing system. And again, this is not being, hidden behind the expansion pack. We want everybody to have this.
That's awesome. And it is, I've been using it, and it's the difference. It's day and night in the difference. And it's hard to think something could be as dramatic as when it comes to a system running the sound interaction. But it does, it absolutely works. It's an incredible setup. Just want to have a couple of questions coming in there from the chat. If we can distract you for a moment.
Yeah, let's answer those, yeah.
The ideas that you and the team have, right? But also the community. I mean, the community are giving you feedback all the time. Do you think, would it be, is there like a voting process? Like, would you say, okay, these are the 5 ideas or 10 ideas that came from the community? Would you ever see that going into like a voting process where the community almost helps to shape further development? Is that something that you'd look into, or what do you think?
Yes and no. Yeah, yes and no, and I'm going to give you an answer that may, when I say yes is the obvious answer, and I think every flight sim developer would say yes, and some are better at it than others in terms of taking community feedback and implementing it. But I'm also going to say no, and it might surprise you why I say that. Anyway, the yes side is easy because yes, we if you go to our Discord, we have a whole section where you can submit feature requests, and a shocking number of them get implemented fairly quickly. The voting thing we do pay attention to. I do want to kind of get Microsoft is really good at this, where they put all the things on there and let the community vote, and the stuff that bubbles to the top is what gets worked on. We do this to some extent, but a lot of it is just based on noise. Like yes, I've got your list, and whichever ones we sort of perceive are getting the most noise are the ones that often will bubble up. So yeah, that kind of stuff is important to us, and I think that anybody who's participated in our community for any length of time would be the first to say, trust me, they listen to the feedback, right? I would hope so anyway, because I really do believe that that's a major part of our identity is responding to suggestions and ideas, and hey, you guys really need to fix this, or you guys really need to add this. We're good at it. We're really good at it. The no part, though, I think is the more interesting part of the answer. When you say how much of our roadmap is driven by that customer feedback. And I would say less than 50%, maybe 40% is driven by customer feedback. That leaves us a giant bulk of work that we can do that has nothing to do with the community feedback. And the reason is because we're constantly coming up with things that we can do that nobody thought of, that nobody suggested, that nobody's seen before, right? And you're going to see some of this at FS Expo when we get on stage and go, huh, how come we never thought of that, right? In hindsight, they're obvious and easy, but oftentimes as we're experimenting with things, and we do a lot of experimenting, right? Especially with the AI technologies, we'll have this moment where we go, there is this thing we could make it do that maybe would never have occurred to us if we hadn't got this particular result from a test or seen ATC. Sometimes we see ATC respond to a scenario one way. We see the AI do something and we go, huh, maybe there's something we can do there that would be really interesting. And so this is the angle of true innovation, right? Anybody can respond to feature requests and roadmap items and just continue to work on what the community wants. But that's not innovation, right? That's not doing things that have never been done before. And this is the area where we feel like we're quite good is innovating. And unfortunately, innovation has its own process, right? And innovation has nothing to do with customer feedback. In fact, the more you listen to customer feedback, the less you'll find yourself able to innovate, because it takes you a different direction, right? It takes you towards the status quo. It takes you down the river that's already flowing. Innovation requires that you turn that off for a minute and say, what if there was a different way? What if there was something we could do that nobody's thinking about right now, right?
No, it's a great way to look at it, but also to explain it, because everyone's going to say, "Oh, can you do this? You should have that." And it's actually funny that you mentioned that, because some of the guys in the chat they're saying the same thing. Plenty of time you go over to your Discord and you'll see someone saying, "Hey, can we do this?" And like within moments, you guys are like, What's a great idea? Sure. And then boom, deployed, done, finished. Like it's I've always been taken back by just how fast you guys are like, hey, that'll work, or no, it can't work, but let's think on that for a while.
Hey, that's not gonna work, but and then there's always a seed that gets planted, right?
Yeah.
That goes along with that. So yeah.
No, it's absolutely incredible. And I gotta say, like, I mean, it's funny, right? Even with like the day-to-day running, flying with SayIntentions, every Thursday we do a VATSIM flight, and we've done, VATSIM training, and we've learned all the jazz that goes with that. And it was only a couple of weeks back, there was an experience. We were on the ground at Frankfurt, particularly busy night, waiting 45 minutes to get a pushback clearance. And then, it was like, well, hang on, let's fire up SayIntentions. And since then, I've been blown away with how good this is now. When you look over the 12 months even, and you're thinking, hang on a second, this thing has nailed the procedures, it's nailed the voices, especially when it comes to these flights that we're doing, it's just on the ball. And then you open it up to like your cabin crew, or you open it up to SkyOps if you want to go that road. It's incredible to see that whilst there's more features and polish being applied, you're still looking back into the core to say, well, everything coming down or being added on, it actually comes down to benefit kind of the core product, or at least the core idea. Everything kind of benefits each other. It complements each other. There's a lot of synergies there, which is great to see.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And I'm actually really glad that you mentioned that, because, sometimes we spend so much time making noise about the new stuff that we have coming out, and some of the things we're working on that are different and interesting, that we forget to make noise about the improvements that we make to the core product, right? We forget to remind people just how much time we spend grinding on the little things, right? This stuff is really, really important to us. We'll look at a turn on a vectoring path and just go, man, it's good. But if we just did it 3 degrees, better, look what it would have shifted, and we'll grind on that for hours sometimes, just trying to get it like just right. And that's harder to make noise about because it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Right. But the culmination of that, right, when you do that day after day after day after day after day, it adds up, right? And the night and day difference from where we were, a year ago versus where we are now. If you disappeared for a year and came back, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this isn't even the same product.
Yeah.
Right. But because everything is done so incrementally, it's the frog in the pot. It doesn't realize it's boiling. Well, we're boiling now because we've been turning this heat up very slowly for a long time. And I agree with you. It's awfully good now. Now, is it perfect? No, it is not perfect, and we're going to continue to grind on it until, well, forever probably, because it'll never be up to our standards, but we can keep getting closer, right? And we will keep getting closer.
And that's the thing, like it's an ever evolving environment. But on top of all of that, Brian, I mean, you had told me as well, you were working on ways of flight detection and kind of, user satisfactory. How can we gauge this? I mean, yes, if there is a bug found, it can be reported, it can be tracked and all the jazz, or if someone just had a bad day, they can tell you, hey, this is what went wrong. But also you have, you're able to see what the users are doing in terms of this is where there was an issue, this is why there was an issue. I mean, you've gone back and kind of, redeveloped an entire review process within the platform as well quite recently.
It's funny you asked that. It's funny you say that in the timing of this interview, because we are innovating both in the flight sim world and I think in the development world. People don't necessarily realize this, but I'll give you the quick overview of what actually happens when you submit a bug report or you open a support ticket with SayIntentions. And this is mind-blowingly cool. Like not a day goes by when I don't look at what's going on with this and just go, oh my gosh, dude, this is nobody else is doing anything like this. When you open a bug report with SayIntentions, the very first thing that happens is we pull in, we call it just the black box data from your flight. All of the telemetry data, the entire AI state from ping to ping to ping. So roughly every 3 seconds, there's a snapshot of the memory state of the AI and all of the flight telemetry and flight recorder data that goes with that. So at the moment that you open that ticket, we have that snapshot of exactly what was happening in the flight at that moment. That gets attached to the support ticket or gets attached to the bug report, right? That entire, and it's a pretty good chunk of data. Mm-hmm. But again, because the whole state is in the cloud, it's not like you have to upload, a 200 megabyte file in order for us to get that context. The snapshot is instant. Got it. It's now preserved. That snapshot combined with your bug report goes through an AI layer that actually takes what was suggested, compares it to the snapshot, and compares it to the underlying source code all at the same time, and says, is this a bug? Or is this like user error? Like, did the pilot make a mistake, or do we have a problem? And that process actually takes the AI anywhere from 15 seconds to 5 minutes. It does a deep, thorough analysis on it and comes back and appends the ticket or appends the bug report with a full like machine level AI analysis of what happened. So assuming for a second that it comes back and says, there's a bug here. That analysis then goes to the next level, which says, all right, before a developer even sees this, let's do a full, deeper analysis into the black box data, into the snapshot, and say, how can I fix this, right? What would I suggest to the developer to say, here's what went wrong? That analysis can take anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And this is an AI just chugging on this for that long. And it will post a very nice report that says, here, I'm pretty sure this is what went wrong. And by the way, in some cases even says, I tested it. Like I was able to duplicate the bug. Now think about that for a minute. I was able to duplicate the customer's bug. Crazy. And then finally, it hits like the work queue of one of our developers, me or somebody else. And so by the time I see it, I say by the time I see it, which is roughly 10 minutes after you submitted the bug, by the time I see it, it's been through an analysis layer that would take a normal company a week or two to pull off. And the final summary is, here's the bug, here's what we think happened, here's what I think you should do to fix it. And we'll review that and just go, yeah, actually that fix looks pretty good. Implement the fix, test it, run it through a basic, smoke test. Let's make sure it's right. And then let's deploy it to a tiny fraction of our customers and observe whether it's behaving the way that we want it to or not. Right. And so a tiny fraction of our customers will get the fix in real time while we observe. And then the AI will report back and go, it's working. We solved the problem. It's now behaving the way that you want it to. Or, hey, this isn't working. Let's pull it back and let's try again. Mm-hmm. So typically, this is why we've been moving so fast recently in terms of polishing the product, is once we got that working, our acceleration rate at solving just these little niggles, just these little things here all over the place that we want to be right, it went through the roof. Like we move at lightning pace now in terms of getting those kinds of corrections done. By the way, I don't know any other software company doing anything like this.
No, it's crazy.
Others will. I'm sure they will. But this is absolute like cutting edge stuff.
It's absolutely incredible. And this is something that just went on in the background quietly. I mean, this is what you've just, we'll do this as well. Do you know, when you think about it, from your live stream where you spoke about, last year and then the year ahead, it's everything's lining up pretty much as you said it, but also so much more. And it's just incredible to see. And look, there's like anything in flight sim. I mean, that's kind of it's the neck of the woods we live in. Sometimes everything just works flawlessly, and then the next time you try something, it just doesn't work at all, and you're like, what have I done here? But the fact that you guys are aware of that and you're trying to catch that as efficiently and quickly as possible, it speaks volumes, because a lot of the time, it could be just, you're wrong. You did something wrong. This isn't our fault. And that goes on a lot in the flight sims. It has nothing to do with us. Where you guys are like, no, we need to get to the bottom of this straight away. And then you say that your AI models can friggin' replicate bugs. They can do that themselves. It's like, that's crazy talk. It's incredible.
Yeah, this was, but this was out of pure necessity, because we didn't want to be that company, right? We didn't want to be those guys who said, well, I don't know. I can't, I'm sorry, can't tell. So, these tools were developed out of that necessity where we basically said, look, if we're ever going to make any progress, if we're ever going to start solving some of these things, and if it's ever going to be worth our time to fix that little niggle, then we need tools like this. And so we invested in that, right? And it's paying off now, finally. There were some long periods where we're like, guys, when this stuff gets done, like the world is going to get better. And now we're finally to a point where the world is getting better. So.
It's absolutely incredible. It is. And I got to say, Brian, I cannot wait for FS Expo to hear what you guys are working on and these announcements, and just getting over and just having the chance just to hang out and just meet the guys and just have the crack, because it was the same at FS Weekend. I mean, when you're chatting and you can just kind of get in the brain of the development side to think, yeah, we were looking at this is pretty cool. You're like that's how easy it is, just to get a bit of insight. It's awesome. So, I'm very excited to see now what's coming next, because I mean, you're making a tradition of this. I mean, there's always been big announcements at Expo for you. So, this is going to be awesome. Looking forward to this.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you and your viewers and ours, and yeah, it's gonna be a party for sure. This will be great.
Awesome stuff. And just to remind folks as well, I mean, if you are brand new to SayIntentions, there is a free 24-hour trial. You can check it out. Also, the brand new revamped website. Brian, great stuff there as well. So you can head on over to SayIntentions.ai and you'll get a lot more information there as well. As I said, I mean, we're flying with this right now. My co-pilot, OzFlight, Shane, he's been looking after communications here beside me. That's how cool it is. We can conduct an entire interview and my co-pilot is doing all the work for me. I absolutely love it. So brilliant stuff. So Brian, listen, thanks so much for taking time out of your absolutely mad schedule and to share a few words with us. Very much appreciated, and looking forward to Expo.
Thanks for having me, man. I love being on your stream. You have you have the best audience of anybody in flight sim. I'll just say that straight up. They're kind. They ask smart questions. Yeah, it's always a treat to be here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. All right, mate. We'll chat to you soon. Thanks a million. All right. Right, we'll press buttons here in the background. And that was Brian from SayIntentions. Jesus, there's buttons. Marigin, you absolute mad lad. He pressed the... Hang on, can I replay that? I had alerts turned off. Someone hit an alert and went over Brian's face. I was like, Jesus, we can't have that. Marigin, thank you very, very much indeed. Just see what he did. 20 gifted tier 1 subs going out to our community here on Twitch. Marigin, thank you very, very much indeed, dude. That's insane generosity. Lads, if you've got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Marigin, do be sure to say thank you. Absolutely can't wait.
Expect the ILS Zulu runway 16 right approach into Snohomish.
Roger, we will expect the ILS Zulu runway 16 right approach into Snohomish, Firefly 235. Right, we've started our descent. We'll see how we get on here now, and let's see what happens. So lads, a massive thanks to Brian. If you guys have any questions, I mean, we can't answer everything. Hopefully I got to your questions. Hopefully I did, but Brian will tell you this as well. They need the feedback. If there is a case that you just didn't have a great experience, they need the feedback, and there is a way that you can log it. You can track the feedback and ask them to report back to you. It's just important that if the product for whatever reason doesn't work for you, you got to let them know, because if it's something on their end, they can go off and check it out. If it's something on your end, then they can say, hey, look, it's on your side. Do the following. That's vitally important here. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, so have a look at this, right? I'm going to activate this pilot presence detection, right? And it's on a screen over here, look. So if I go into my options, I'll go over to presence and enable. And I can select what bit of hardware do I want to be using this. So I'm going to turn it on. Yeah, baby. Right? Going to turn this on. And watch what happens. I'm literally going to block... if I bring up this screen... is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Jesus. That one, right? I'm going to block my Toby, and I want you to listen to what's going to happen next.
I've got it from here. See you in a bit.
So I'm after blocking the front of the Toby. I have it on a timer of 5 seconds, and I got a notification on my watch because it's connected to Pocket Sky, and Pocket Sky has given me a notification to say co-pilot has control. He's going to he'll look after everything for me, right? Now when I come back, I'm going to remove my hand from the front of this sensor, and then I'll be back. And if there is anything...
Firefly 235, descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
So we'll give it a moment.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet, Firefly 235.
So he's done that himself. I haven't asked him to do anything, all right? So now I'm going to come back, lift my hand up.
All right, welcome back. You have the radio.
Any messages since I was gone, Shane?
No new messages, Murph. We're descending to 7,000 feet now.
Oh wait. Okay, so we got 2 of them. So I wasn't gone enough to get a summary, but he knows we were told to go down to 7,000 feet. All right, down to 7. Okay, so you probably have to be... Yep, step away a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Now, there's other features then what you can do with SayIntentions. I mean, you... That's not one of them. Some of the other features, I mean, you can actually get the co-pilot to fly this, particularly when it comes to the PMDG 737. Your co-pilot can actually fly and interact with this aircraft. You just need to set it up with checklists. They can actually fly the plane. They can press the buttons, arm this, gear up, turn on the lights, and do all that for you. But yeah. Isn't it mad, isn't it?
From here. See you in a bit.
Okay, no, hang on. That's because my Toby eye turned off. Right now, I blocked it into SayIntentions. It's alright, Shano. We have it.
Welcome back. Nothing happened while you were gone. Your comms.
Grand. Thank you, Shane. Steam intentions. Did I say Steam intentions? SayIntentions.
You're welcome, Murph.
Alright, so we need to plan our arrival here. Alright, Shane, let's talk through our approach procedure. It's the ILS Zulu, runway 16 right.
All right, Murph. We're set for the ILS Zulu Lulu approach to runway 16 right at Snohomish. After the OLM2 arrival, we'll intercept the ILS for runway 16 right. Weather's looking good with winds 270 at 4 knots. In case of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30 and a final approach speed of 135 knots. Once on the ground, we'll taxi to Terminal Gate A3. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Sounds good. Thanks, Shane. Okay, so 109.3.
You're welcome, Murph.
And it's going to be 109.3. Okay, we got those dialed in. Final course is going to be a 163. Okie dokie. And we are descending now. Brilliant. Jesus, a golden...
Firefly 235, I am pushing you back a little to give you room to descend. Turn right, heading 345 vectors for the ILS runway 16 right approach. Speed 220 knots.
Roger, turn right, 345 vectors for the ILS and reduce speed 220 knots. Firefly 235. That's nuts! It knows! It knew I was going too fast and we're too high.
Firefly 235, contact Seattle approach on 128.5.
Over to 128.5, Firefly 235. Level 5 Golden Kappa hype train, lads. Thank you very much indeed. Jesus. Seattle approach, Firefly 235 on a 345 heading, descending through flight level 180 for 7,000.
Firefly 235, Seattle approach. Good afternoon.
Alright, Shane, slight change of plan. We've just been given vectors, but we should still be okay for that ILS.
Firefly 146, turn right, heading 360.
All good, Murph. We're on vectors, but still set for the ILS approach to runway 16 right. Hooly doolies will get you there smoothly.
Same right, heading 360, Firefly 146.
Hooly doolies. Brilliant. What's a golden cap try? Couldn't tell you. Martel, thank you very much indeed for the gifted sub. It's one of these fancy schmancy things. Let's just go with it. Right, planning auto brake. Flaps will be 30. We'll just get ahead of the cabin. Please let the cabin know we are preparing for landing. Alrighty.
Copy, Captain. Preparing the cabin for landing now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our descent into Snohomish County Airport.
It's some twitchy thing. Yeah.
Ensure your seatbelts are fastened.
Alright, speed.
Seat backs
Brakes.
and tray tables are in their upright positions, and all carry-on luggage is stowed. We will be landing shortly. Thank you for your attention.
So awesome of Brian to join us there on that call, lads. But again, if you have any questions, if you have any queries about the product, check out the SayIntentions website, sayintentions.ai. 1 second now. So if you ramble over, they have a brand new website, right? And you can get all the information that you need, amongst tons of others. All the products they have, the features, pricing, and you can even explore more things. So just go on and check it out. It is absolutely brilliant. And them new cabin crew, like you can hear them, like you can hear the voices. So is that camera thing active now? I turned it off because, well, I'd be here, but you can have it running in the background. Do you know? So we're trying to get our speed down as we're descending. Let's see what happens. Murph, next time you use the camera from that angle, let us know because the glare of your head. Yeah, thanks, Nutty Taff. Is it that bad, is it? Yeah, it is bad enough, I suppose. Yeah, it is bad enough. Now.
Behave.
Firefly 146, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Martel, thank you very much indeed. Up to level 6, Jesus. It's not that bad. You're beautiful. Beautiful man. Jesus. Makes your hands look smaller too. Wait, what? Oh. Quokka, welcome in. Quokka was here earlier. The weather's going to be interesting now. You know, the good news is we've dialed ourselves into the ILS. Landing altitude, what is... Maybe Shane can tell us. Shane, do you know what the elevation is of Kilo Papa Alpha Echo?
The elevation of Kilo Papa Alpha Echo, Snohomish County Airport, is 606 feet.
Thank you. That's handy, isn't it?
You're welcome, Murph.
Maybe Murph can use AI to make his hands look normal. Right, we're going to be diving down through the clouds here. I'm trying to get that speed down a little bit. But I gotta say, lads, doesn't it look absolutely gorgeous out here, though? I mean, isn't it fabulous looking? It is beautiful. Bit of tunage for our approach.
Firefly 146, descend and maintain 4,000 feet, turn right, heading 140, speed 210 knots.
And right, heading 140 and speed is 10 knots, Firefly 146.
Joking TV, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome aboard. Alright, speed's coming down to 20 is what we want. There's our guys over there. Speed brakes in. And we should look at, let's see what's going to happen. We're being vectored in, so let's see what happens. I don't see a turn going on. Get back in the cockpit, Murph. Let's see what happens. Did it give us a turn? No, not yet. Alright, so far so good. Hope you enjoyed this flight tonight, lads. And again, a great insight from Brian and other features on the way from SayIntentions. But I gotta say, man, this is class. Look at the state of the view, look. Jesus. And that's reading real world weather as well. It's gone on a downwind leg. Sweet.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think that was for me, Scott. I think that was for someone else. I think. Dee.
Firefly 146, 24 miles from Jugba. Maintain present heading. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 16 right approach.
Now. 146.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet and maintain present heading until established on the localizer. Clear for the ILS runway 16 right approach. Firefly 146.
Oh man, it's so good when you hear other people using this as well. Alright, 220, we can probably get away with a notch of flaps here. Everything's looking good so far. Quick check now for our landing configuration. We're all okay, lights are good. Landing elevation is in. Barrow for landing. According to the ILS. Let's have a look. 770. Let's dial in 770. Keep going. Alright, 770 dialed in. Sweet. Live multiplayer as well. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, giant. It's nuts. Crazy, man. Alright, we're at 7,000 and we're instructed on this heading. We'll stay in this heading. 345, altitude 7,000, engines ticking over nicely. 1 degree of flap has been deployed. Everything else looking good. Auto brake set to 2. Let's see. Andrew Jones, good to see you, bud. It's your home airport? Sweet. I can't remember if I have payware scenery here. This is going to be hilarious. I could be lucky. And it's great that our co-pilot, they know the crack when it comes to missed approach and all that. It's brilliant. Muse, I didn't say hello to you, by the way. Good day. Hope you're well, buddy. I saw you sneak into the chat there a while ago. Okay. Shane, I just want to double check. Can you advise what the ILS frequency is I need to tune into for this landing on 16 right? I wonder, can he do that?
The ILS frequency for runway 16 right at Snohomish is 110.3 MH. Tune into that for the approach.
1103, 16 right. Am I on the right one? I have 109.3 on the charts. I'll stick with that. So I'm trying to think, where did he be getting that from? You haven't taught him that yet.
Sounds good, Murph. We'll stick with 110.3 for the ILS approach.
No, 109.3. Yeah, clock it does.
We'll stick with 109.3 MH for the ILS approach.
Good man, Shane. Right, let's just give us a quick briefing now as well. So we know we're on the ILS approach. Anything else I need to watch for? It's awesome, man. It's freaking awesome.
All right, Murph, we're set for the ILS approach to runway 16 right at Snohomish. After the OLM2 arrival, we'll intercept the ILS for runway 16 right. Weather's looking good with winds 270 at 4 knots. In case of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure.
That's so good.
We'll configure for landing with flaps 30 and a final approach speed of 135 knots. Once on the ground, we'll taxi to Terminal Gate A3. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Terminal Gate A3. Brilliant. Alright, I see it. Okay. Well, you can see it. Shane sounds like a co-pilot you can trust. Absolutely. So that's GFX working there now. See the effects on the wing? See the way the cloud is like you can't see all the wing? It's pretty cool. It's Balder. That's AI. It's an AI voice. It's using the voice of Ozflight Simmer, Shane. And it's incredible. It's really, really good. Oh, look at that, man. Jesus, that's brilliant. Alright, continue in. Little bit of a weather cell over there on the right hand side. But yeah, Quokka, it's class, man. Oh, there's a weather pop. Shane, can you grab the ATIS for our destination airport?
That's not something I can help with, Murph.
That's okay, I'll grab it.
Runways 16 left, 16 right. Wind 270 at 4. Visibility 10. Broken at 1400. Overcast at 3700. Temperature 13, dew point 9er. Altimeter 3027. Density altitude 100 feet. Pavement repairs ongoing near the helicopter pad.
Ooh.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read VEC all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
Information Foxtrot. Murphception, right? We used to do that and then people would get mad if we couldn't turn it off fast enough. Brilliant. Sunny day, good to see it.
235, turn right, heading 360.
Turn right, heading 360, Firefly 235. Alright. I do, I like using me. I often guide myself around the place. Yeah, it's brilliant. We were getting old mate in the cabin to do that scene out of Hello Hello. You know. Remember, before you announce anything, I want you to say the following sentence. Silence. I will say this only once. You got that?
Understood, Captain. Preparing the cabin for landing now.
Jesus. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, I forgot it. Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. She was doing it for us the other day, Margin. It was absolutely hilarious. Oh wait, sorry. I want you to change that request. Before you say anything, any announcements, I want you to say the following sentence. It must be, listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. Okay?
Understood, Captain. Preparing for landing now. Silence. I shall say this only once.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's just brilliant. You can do that all day. All day, every day. We don't care. It's absolutely brilliant.
Good morning.
Oh.
Thank you for your attention.
You're brilliant. She's back in the wheel.
Understood, Captain. The cabin is secured for landing now.
Excellent.
I will ensure that all passengers have their seatbelts fastened and that their electronic devices are stowed. The weather at Snohomish is clear, with a temperature of 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Our assigned gate is Terminal Gate A3. I will follow up shortly after landing to discuss the refreshments you requested earlier.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot about this.
Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now
Imagine if you heard that in the PA.
into Snohomish. Please turn off all electronic devices and
Do you know?
stop them until we are
Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. Brilliant.
in their full upright position.
Easily amused. Easily amused.
The weather
Good morning.
destination is
Ah, that's the one, Margin. I was just pissing by the shoop when I aired.
Understood, Captain. I will ensure the cabin is
Firefly
secure for landing.
235, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Firefly 235. It's so funny. So it was an old British TV sitcom. Hello, hello. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh man, that's so good. Oh, it's the fallen Madonna. Yeah. Brilliant. Oh. You are holding in your hand a smoking goon. You are clearly the guilty potty. Oh, it's so good. Had to cancel when a tree fell on the lead actor. Oh, really? Hello, hello. It was a TV show back in the... When was that out, lads? 70s? 60s? Ah, Jared, brilliant though. Brilliant. It's so funny. Just look at the weather here, look. So descending down to 4,000. Let us see what happens. It was the 80s. Is he one of us? No, he's one of them. RENAA! Don't tell everyone. It was very lonely on the Russian front. Oh. That's nuts. We need a Pat Short in AI. Could you imagine? No one would understand it. The AI wouldn't understand it. Hello, hello. Is it late 80s, 90s?
Firefly 235, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established. Cleared for the ILS runway 16 right approach.
Roger, turn right heading 100 degrees, descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established for the ILS 16 right approach. Firefly 235. Right, it's all happening now. Pull out into the runway. Yeah, it really was, Martin. Dude, it was so good. Saw the live show. They got away with more language then. Really? Had a live show? Because they can't be doing that, lads. Then we were just flying in there, minding ourselves, our own business, the whole lot shut out. Yeah, they don't believe us. There'll be some crack now on this. Right. Speed coming down. It wants us to intercept the approach. Approach mode. Speed coming down. Flaps 2. Speed coming down nicely. Flaps 3. Or 5 in this case. Speed 180. Flaps 10. Gear. All righty then. Speed is good. Speed brakes armed. Speed 160. 3,000 feet. Approach mode locked in. Let's see what happens. Red Dwarf is peak TV. 120 FPS, nice. Or feet per minute even, nice. Faulty Towers, Father Ted, hello, hello. Yeah, they were so much better. They were so much better. AI could record a drunken Muse fan, could you imagine? What's happening, hey? Brilliant. Oh, Jesus. What did Murphy just say? That's what Muse fan sounds like with a few pints. Oh, that's hilarious. Riot. That's so funny. Hooly dooly, Shane. Look at this, man. Jesus. I imagine we'll capture this out here, will we? FAC, is that final approach course? And then we've glide path. Is that correct? I'm just wondering, will we capture this? We should capture it. If we don't, we'll pretend we did. We should though. Yeah, we should. We should be okay. Quick check on the aircraft. So, gear is down and locked. Auto brakes set. Flaps. We'll go 15. Auto brake is set. And spoilers are armed. Lights are on. Engines continuous. And let's see what's going to happen.
Hello there.
Hello there. Squawk mode, Charlie. Good to see you, bud. Welcome in. I think you armed approach too early. It should be LOC. Well, it is reading the ILS there. I wonder if it's because there's no DME for it. We got it. And Firefly 235, we are established on the localizer, runway 16 right. Watch the speed. Do. Firefly 235, established on the localizer, runway 16 right. Marigin, take care, buddy. Have a great day.
Firefly 235, roger.
Okay. There's a runway. Final approach course, is that correct? And then we're just waiting to come in and capture the glide. Interesting stuff. So far so good. Flaps 25. Taking our time. That's some view, isn't it, lads? That's amazing looking. Gorgeous. Yeah, glide path rather than glide slope. So far, so good. Laps 30. Alright, Shane, we're fully configured for landing. Flap set 30 and approach speed is in.
Great, Murph. We're all set for landing with flaps at 30 and approach speed dialed in. Let's bring her down smoothly.
Sounds like a plan. And approach Firefly 235, fully established on the localizer, ILS 16 right. Wonder will they hand it over? Murph, smooth? What?
Firefly 235, contact Seattle Tower on 119.9er.
Roger, over the tower, 119.9er, Firefly 235. Seattle Tower, Firefly 235, established on the ILS runway 16 right. Ooh. Nutty Taff, take it easy, bud. Have a great day. We were quite low. 119.9er. Seattle, Firefly 235, established on the localizer, ILS runway 16 right.
Firefly 235, Snohomish County Airport Tower, roger. Continue approach.
Continue approach, Firefly 235. Okie dokie. You can tell the word smooth that Shane hasn't flown with Murphy before. The poor devil would have nightmares. The needle is moving. Right. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I see that, Malky. I'm on a different one, though.
Firefly 235, runway 16 right, winds 360 at 3, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 16 right, Firefly 235. Alright, Shane, we have our landing clearance, and we'll be landing now in a moment. He knows this, of course, I'm just telling him.
Hooly doolies, we're all set for landing on runway 16 right. Let's bring her down smoothly, Murph.
Hooly doolies, Shane! Brilliant! Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
Excellent. Right, airplane, you can't have all the fun. That's the wrong button completely. Pause. Right. Auto throttle off. The gear is down. Yeah, we were just making sure the hydraulics were working. 727, yeah. Man, this is beautiful looking, isn't it? It's gorgeous. It looks like I have scenery installed. Didn't Flight Tampa do this? I think they did. Easy now, you big idiot. You went a little high. Easy.
Captain, the cabin is secure and the crew are seated. I will bring your double Jack and Coke shortly after we land. Thank you for your patience.
Ah, brilliant.
Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into...
Or maybe it was just vacuum design, yes.
All electronic
Watch your speed.
Ensure your tray tables are put away. Your seats are in their full upright position and your seat belts are fastened. The weather at our destination is currently overcast with a temperature of 57 degrees Fahrenheit.
Easy.
Our assigned gate is Terminal Gate A3. Thank you for your cooperation.
Easy.
Thank you, Captain.
Daddy T, good to see you, bud.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
Minimums.
Easy.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Continental 433, Snohomish County Airport Tower, roger, continue approach.
Alright, speed brakes out, reversers. Jeez, we needed every bit of this runway. Reverser stowed. Speed brakes in. Auto brake off. Flaps in. Now we'll start powering up that APU. We'll vacate here on Alpha 8, it looks like. Alpha 7. Alright. And Firefly 235 vacated the runway onto Alpha 7. Alright.
Continental 433, runway 16 right, winds 360 at 3, cleared to land.
APU's coming up. Settle ground, Firefly 235 vacated the runway onto Alpha. Request taxi to parking Alpha 3. Holy dooly. That's so funny. Hooly dooly.
Firefly 235, taxi to Terminal Gate A3 via Alpha, Charlie, Charlie 1. Good day.
Roger, taxi gate Alpha 3 via Alpha, Charlie, Charlie 1, Firefly 235. Alright, Jane, we're landed. We're going to be taxiing now up to gate Alpha 3. I'll let you look after the comms with our ground control to make sure we get a GPU connection and also the jet bridge. Ooh, 3 million viewers, yeah.
Alright, Murph, I'll handle the comms with ground control for the GPU connection and jet bridge. Let's get us parked at gate A3.
Rajal. Busy airport. Watch the old tire scrub, you muppet. Oh dear, is there someone at A3? No. Yeah. A1, A2, and A3. Where is A3? Is that right? I don't see A. We'll be alright. Don't worry about it, GSX. We'll look after it for you. Easy now. Use the map.
Continental 433, Snohomish County Airport ground, taxi to Terminal Gate A3 via Alpha, Charlie, Charlie 1. Good day.
All right. Brakes. Brakes on. APU is up and running. APU gens. Leads. And we can shut her down. We can shut her down. All right. Cabin crew, you can start deboarding. All right, let's have a look up here.
Understood, Captain. We will begin deboarding shortly.
That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. All right, GSX, you can unload us here.
Boarding requested.
I'm gonna go with American Airlines. Why not? Murph, did you book the factory tour? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I'd love to visit up here. I would love to visit up here. All right. Well, wasn't that an absolute blast? So it was. The Horizon 6 servers are goosed. Uh-oh. Lads, I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. That was a super flight. And, Jesus, just exceptional stuff from the SayIntentions ATC once again. Exceptional. Like, they vectored us all the way in. Wasn't that cool? Like, they slowed us down because they knew we were too high and too fast. So they said, we'll vector you. How cool is that? So much fun flying with everyone once again tonight. I'm loving these flights on Tuesdays. I know we need... Jesus. I know we need to get back to trucking and driving, but this is so much fun. I really enjoy this. So we might rotate these flights, I think. They're so much fun. I'm loving these. And to see what other aircraft we can do as well. So yeah, absolutely great stuff. Great stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the flight. Hope you had fun, you enjoyed it, and you enjoyed the chat we had with Brian from SayIntentions. So the pilot persistence detection, that's what you heard. That's the new feature coming out. So if you have SayIntentions, make sure you enable it. You'll find it over in the SayIntentions app, so you can ramble over. And you just go into your options and come down here to presence, and that's where you can enable PPD, and you can go in and select what device you want to use. And you would go in here to set the detection delay. Again, it's explaining to you the privacy of this. 1 low resolution frame per second is sampled from your camera and it's checked with Windows built-in face detector. No images ever leave your machine, only a present, not present signal, plus the timestamp you stepped away is sent to the server. So that's what they're telling you what it is. If it's a case you don't want to use it, you don't need to use it. It's just a feature there for those who may want it. If it was the case, if you have to get up, just ask your co-pilot to look after all radio communications. You can just literally say, Shane, I want you to look after the radios. I'm stepping out for a minute. And let's see what he says, right? Erwin, thank you very much indeed for the super chat.
All right, Murph, I've got the radios covered while you step out.
Simple as that, right? So you can do all of that with it, which is just... very class, very class. So on Thursday night, G Junior, welcome in. Yeah, we're going to be flying VATSIM on Thursday night, but we'll have a look at the coverage. There's also a feature here with SayIntentions. Let's say, for example, on Friday night's flight, we don't have ATC. Well, then we can just use SayIntentions. But if there is ATC on VATSIM, and let's say our departure airport has it, but after that it's onto Unicom and there's nothing at our arrival airport, SayIntentions can actually pick up your flight and take control of it. So you can leave VATSIM, SayIntentions carry the ball and provide the ATC for you. Also on the flip side, let's say we departed an area with no VATSIM, well, we could fly on SayIntentions, and then during the flight, once VATSIM comes online to an area or sector we're going to fly into, SayIntentions will tell us, and then we transfer back over to VATSIM. It's an awesome feature for those who like flying online. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, absolutely love it. They did a flawless job once again tonight. So just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's going to do it for tonight, lads. We're back to you tomorrow with Raoul joining us live on stream from FS Reborn. We're going to be talking about all things when it comes to that FSR 300E, the Phenom. All the features, a deep dive into how things work, why they work. If you guys have any questions, well, that is the stream for sure to be asking. For anyone who owns that aircraft, there was also an update pushed tonight from Microsoft Flight Sim. so it should be helping those who are having issues with VRAM usage. So we'll be chatting to Raoul tomorrow night just to learn all about this project. He's almost 3 years working on this, man. So I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow night. Also, don't forget, for FS Expo, anyone who's going, well, make sure you ramble over to the SayIntentions booth. I'll be there, and for anyone who can't go, well, don't worry, we'll get you covered. I'll be live streaming over the weekend as well, so I'll make sure we'll ramble over to the guys at SayIntentions and catch up with them there at the event. We'll bring you all the top stories, all the news and everything as they happen as well. So loads of fun ahead. Right, we're back tomorrow evening at 1900 Zulu time. Thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. Shout out to Brian and all the teams, or the team at SayIntentions as well, for taking time out of the busy schedule. Very, very much appreciated. And yeah, have a lovely evening. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bags are all the rage. Yeah, thanks for that, lads. Well done. What a great start to the feckin' night, and we're already... Stop pressing the buttons! Right, that needs to go, you know, but in fairness though, right, you know, I mean, the posture, right? I'm talking about me, of course, right? But anyway, quick, before we're in trouble.
I suppose you did this on purpose.
No, I didn't do anything.
Just to prove that I wasn't looking at you.
I wasn't looking at anything. I was looking deep into her eyes.
Oh, were you?
I was, there she was.
Right, sir, strategically placed.
No, her name tag was down on the... and a very bad eyesight. I had to lean right in.
Really?
Oh, Jesus. Listen, the important thing is... it's to be warm next week. No cloud at all. Oh, Jesus. Why did this start off terribly bad? I'm in trouble. Microsoft, it's Murph. Someone clip this, if you can. Do you hear the sounds? I've been blaming aircraft developers. Asobo or Microsoft need to fix this. Do you hear the noise? Outside the plane? You need to fix that, lads. It's the... Think about it now, right? I'll sing it for you. Everybody's looking at my tight pants. He's got his tight pants. He's got his tight pants on. I'm actually not wearing tight pants at all. No, they're loosey-gooseys. Do you know, they're the in-house joggings or yoggings. I think it's a soft J. They're the in-house yoggings. Few men even consider the possibility of life on other planets. Yet, across the Gulf... Ah, Jesus! What was that? I was about to say something and you hit me in the head! Christ! Hang on! I found...